Okay, and we should be live. Hello everybody, my name is PJ. Tyler's going to be late. I'm not sure where Kaze is. I've been trying to message him since last night actually, and he has not responded. No idea where he is. No idea why he's not replying. But we're not starting right away. I always start 5 minutes early to give people time to get into the chat. Yep, so we're just going to be sitting here, listening to the rat-tat-tat of the giant blacksmith's hammer. And waiting for people to show up. It'll be about 5 minutes. Alright, be right back. While we're waiting for Kaze and everyone else to show up, I'm gonna go get a refill. Okay, I'm back. And Kaze still isn't here. Where the hell is he? Alright, 2 more minutes to go. Suppose I might as well take this time to announce once again that I do have a Patreon. I just fully redesigned it last night. Got all new tiers and different rewards per tier. Yeah, it's not suspended anymore, thank goodness. And I have a Discord. A few people just joined last night, that was pretty cool. You can go to the Discord. I have text channels where you can discuss the Souls franchise as well as Bloodborne. It's called Soulsborne. Final Fantasy, Crash and Spyro, or whatever else. There's also a general chat and a couple of voice channels where you can talk to each other. And of course there's a text channel where you can just talk about my YouTube page, the games that I play, maybe make requests. I mean, not that I'm short on games to play, I have a long list of games to play. And I'm actually about to start working on making thumbnails for a lot of those games in advance, so that I'll be ready to play them whenever. Okay, 4 p.m. Oh, looks like we're gonna get started without Kaze. Right, so last time I played this character, between sessions, I went ahead and I got everything that I need in order to make the rest of the boss weapons in the game. I have everything that I need to do. So, let's see. Let me get out my list so I can make certain that I get the right things in the right order. Okay. The first one we're going to do is we're going to use the Soul of the Moonlight Butterfly to turn this Gargoyle Shield plus 10 into the Crystal Ring Shield. Now, you can use any shield plus 10 in order to make the Crystal Ring Shield. But I think it has to be a shield that can upgrade using regular Titanite. So it can't be like a Divine Gargoyle Shield plus 10. And you definitely can't use one that upgrades with Twinkling Titanite since they only go up to plus 5. So it's gotta be a regular plus 10 shield. Go ahead and make that. Then we're going to make... Let's see. I have an Uchi Katana in here somewhere, right here. The Chaos Blade out of the Soul of Quelaag. Then we're going to use a Cestus, wherever that is, here it is, to make the Dragon Bone Fist out of the Iron Golem's core. Then we're going to take this Great Axe and turn it into the Golem Axe, also using the Iron Golem Soul. Me, Kaze, and Tyler duped a lot of the boss souls so that I could do this for you. Show these all off. Sorry about the dogs barking. Okay, Mace plus 10, Smo's Hammer, out of his soul. That's the only thing that his soul makes. Okay, now Sif's soul is a bit more complicated. Let's see. I need the large leather shield to make the Great Shield of Artorias, out of a soul of Sif. Broken Straight Sword to make the Great Sword of Artorias. That's pretty weird, isn't it? You can use either the Broken Straight Sword or the Straight Sword hilt. Either one of those will work, but it has to be one of those two weapons exactly, the two weakest weapons in the game. I'm sure it's symbolic in some way. Great Sword of Artorias. Okay, then I need one of these short swords to make the Great Sword of Artorias. It's weird. 3 of the 4 Artorias items are made using Sif's soul. Sif's soul gets the most use out of all the souls in the game. And if you're playing fairly and you don't have anyone else duping souls for you, then it takes 3 playthroughs in order to get all of the boss weapons. In order to get enough boss souls to make all of these. That's a lot of playthroughs. I wish it was just 2. But yeah, Great Sword of Artorias. Let's see, next, regular Sorcerer's Catalyst. Since these can't be upgraded, you don't have to worry about that. Just any regular old Sorcerer's Catalyst will do. You'll see I have a bunch of them with me. We'll use the Soul of Gwendolyn to make the 10 Dark Moon Catalyst. And then we'll also use the Soul of Gwendolyn to turn a short bow into the Dark Moon bow. Now, we'll turn the Great Scythe into the Life Hunt Scythe with the Soul of Priscilla. Got a couple of things to talk about with that scythe. Let's see, and then we get the Soul of Artorias to turn one of these Great Swords into the Abyss Great Sword. Then another Sorcerer's Catalyst into the Manus Catalyst using his soul. And finally, using the Soul of Gwyn, turn another Great Sword plus 10 into the Great Lord Greatsword. And all that's left is my Logan's Catalyst, which I'm not transforming. I need that Catalyst. And that's it. I now have every boss weapon in the game. You've already seen the Moonlight Butterfly Horn and the Dragon Slayer Spear, so I don't need to read over those. So let's take a look at all of them in order, starting with the Crystal Ring Shield. Yeah, so the Crystal Ring Shield is weird. When this game first came out, people used it all the time because it was really easy to get very early. All you need is access to this blacksmith and the Butterfly Soul, which is like one of the first ones you can get. It's one of the easiest bosses in the game. So people would make this right away and use it in early game. The thing that makes this shield special is its L2. Rather than bashing or parrying or whatever else the other shields do, this one does this. It makes a energy disc roll along the ground. It's a really slow startup though. Wonder if it rolls along the ground. No, as soon as it comes into contact with any plane that's a different angle, it explodes. The thing about this shield is that it's the most viable shield to use in this game as a weapon. Since nobody really likes bashing. I mean, I guess there's the spiked shield, which I believe causes bleeding. Yeah, but man, that breaks its poise every time. But I bet this takes up a lot of durability every time I use it. Oh, it goes up into the air. Okay, cool. Now you can go straight for your target too. It doesn't have to roll along the ground. Took a lot of hits, but then again it is unupgraded. And it is just a shield. It's not meant to be a viable weapon. It has 100 magic damage, and as an actual shield it has 90 magic resist. That's one of, I think that's the highest possible magic resist for any shield in the game. But it's also a small shield. It has really low stability. No int requirement to wield it though. That's good. All you need is 10 strength, and almost every class starts with at least that much. Okay. Now let's read the description. Weapon born from the mystical creature of the Darkroot Garden, the Moonlight Butterfly, imbued with a powerful crystal power like the butterfly created by Seath the Scaleless, can emit crystal light rings. Yeah, so just talking more about how the Moonlight Butterfly was made by Seath, so it has some crystal power in its soul. Okay, next I'm gonna be looking at, let's see, where would the katana be? Here it is. The Chaos Blade, made from the soul of Quelaag. These are the two things you can use her soul for. Chaos Blade. 300 bleed. That's common for katana. Requires 16 strength, 14 dex. Hi, Poké Master. It's Chaos Blade. A curved sword born from the soul of Quelaag, daughter of the Witch of Izalith, who was transformed into a Chaos Demon. This blade inherits only the chaotic nature of Quelaag and has a unique speckled design. Blade wielder erodes along with opponents. Now what it means by that, I think... Oh, it's not draining my health over time. No. It probably does damage to me every time I hit the enemy with it. Which is exactly what the Makoto did in Demon Souls. And that goes back into what we were talking about earlier with Shiva. Shiva being a character who is supposed to reference Satsuki. Satsuki being a character from Demon Souls who wanted the Makoto because it was this cursed sword that hurt the wielder as they used it. Well, in the cut content involving Shiva, this was the sword that he originally wanted to get his hands on. And if you showed up with it, then he would ask you for it. And if you gave it to him, he would kill you with it and flee to the painted world of Ariamis. And if you refused to give it to him, then he would turn hostile immediately and try to take it from you. And if he succeeded in killing you, he would take the Chaos Blade and flee to Ariamis. Naturally, that doesn't happen if you kill him in the fight. But yeah, the Chaos Blade also kind of counts as a Chaos weapon. I say kind of because while it does scale with humanity in damage up to a max of 10, if you max it out, you don't get the achievement for maxing out a Chaos weapon, because it's still a boss weapon, and that counts above anything else. Okay, next. Let's see, where would this one be? Probably down here. Yep, next is the Dragon Bone Fist. Now, this is a pretty cool weapon. Normally, it just kind of acts like a regular cestus. You swing your fist back and forth, punching things. But the thing that makes this weapon stand out is its heavy attack. Very, very long startup time. It takes a lot of stamina to use, but if you actually hit somebody with it, it will send them flying into the air. There's no enemies around here for me to test that on. I don't have to stick around the giant blacksmith. Let's go find a hollow to use it on. The ones over here should do. Yeah, Pokemaster, in case you're unaware, Kaze isn't answering any of my messages. I don't know where he is. And Tyler's going to be late because he has work. Even unupgraded, that does a lot of damage. Okay, let me just get behind you and see if I can... BAM! Well, it didn't knock him into the air. But I guess that doesn't happen with regular enemies. Sure sends him flying, though. Really? Come on. There you go. The Dragon Bone Fist is a pretty cool weapon. It's made even cooler in Dark Souls 2 because they give it more, like, fighting combos and stuff. So you can do more than just punch and super punch with it. What happens if I... No, I can't double-hand it. Okay. Okay, next weapon. Next weapon is... the Golem Axe. This is the axe, well, a much smaller version of it, that is, wielded by the Iron Golem when we fought him. It acts just like a normal axe. It doesn't have any combos, it's just one big heavy swing. Which is a bit faster if you double-hand it. Like an energy blast, I think, in Dark Souls 2. The Dragon Bone Fist? I don't know. I was never actually able to get my hands on them in Dark Souls 2, which is a shame. But this is its R2. The same wave attack that the Iron Golem uses on you when you first enter the arena. The Bone Fist does? Yeah. I wanted to use the Dragon Bone Fist when I was doing my Cestus build, but I couldn't get far enough into the game to attain them. But this is a cool axe. Lots of people use this axe. If you hit another player with it, it sends them flying, just like the Dragon Bone Fist. You can knock them off edges real easy. Lots of people like to cosplay as the Iron Golem, just wear his whole armor and wield this axe. It's not a bad axe. Not at all. Okay, next, we have another popular weapon. Smo's Hammer. And oh my god, this thing is enormous. It's still not as big as the real thing, the one that Smo uses, but it's still pretty big. Okay, wait a second. Why did I swing that like I don't have the strength for it? 58? Wait, no. No, I looked at the list of all the weapons. I thought there was no strength requirement higher than 50. I might have to gain a few more levels. It's not like I'm going to be using this weapon anyway, but if I double-hand it, I can wield it just fine. This one actually has a combo. You just keep spinning and whacking, bashing and smashing. Or two, it's a really long jump attack, which I imagine does a shit ton of damage. I forgot to read the description of the Dragon Bone Fist. Give me a second. Here we go. Dragon Bone Fist, a weapon from the soul of the Iron Golem, guardian of Sen's fortress who repelled countless heroes who sought Anor Londo. The gods fused the power of the soul with the great bones of the dragons, forming an appropriate core for the giant golem. That doesn't tell us anything we don't already know. Smo's Hammer. Great hammer from the soul of Executioner Smo, who guards the cathedral in the forsaken city of Enorlando. Smo loved his work, and ground the bones of his victim into his own feed, ruining his hopes of being ranked with the 4 knights. Yeah, so Smo had a little addiction, and that kept him from becoming one of Gwyn's 4 knights. And I'm sure he was really, really jealous of Ornstein about that the whole time. And meanwhile, Ornstein felt sorry for him, but that's a one-way relationship. Ah, Smo, you crazy bastard. Okay, next. Let's see. Great Shield of Artorias. Shield born from the soul of the great grey wolf Sif, guardian of the grave of the Abysswalker Knight Artorias. Boasts consistent defense and divine protection against various status effects. Well, it doesn't actually say that in the stat screen, but I'll take your word for it if it's in the description. Yeah, and here's how it looks. Let me try and get in the light better. Now, I'm not sure exactly what effects it's talking about, because if I put it away and then pull it back out, the status bars don't appear. Normally, if you equip something that boosts your resistance to something, the status bars appear on screen for a second. It's not doing that. So what effects is it talking about? I don't know. Is that why Smo smashes Ornstein when he dies, but Ornstein just puts his hand over Smo? That is exactly why. Ornstein's a good guy. Or at least his illusion is, because that's not the real Ornstein. And Smo probably relished the chance to smash anything that looked like Ornstein. Pretty sure that was the real Smo. Still not 100% on the lore. Anyway, what's next?
Hello.
There you are.
I lost track of time.
What were you doing?
I was playing My Time with Portia.
You didn't get any of my messages?
Where did you send them?
Skype.
That would be why. I have Skype signed out right now to save on resources.
Okay, well, let's see. What's next? Was this made from... Is this? Yeah, here it is. Okay. Great Sword of Artorias. Actually, do you get the... Wait, they're both just called Great Sword of Artorias? I thought one was called the Cursed Great Sword of Artorias.
It's called Cursed on the wikis to differentiate it, but if you look at the descriptions, it shows which one's cursed and which one isn't.
Is the cursed one made from the broken sword hilt?
No.
The regular one is?
Yes.
Huh, okay. Well, then we'll look at this one first. Great Sword of Artorias. Sword born from the soul of the great grey wolf Sif. Yeah. So Artorias hunted the dark wraiths, and his sword strikes harder against the dark servants. Wait, I thought the dark wraiths weren't a thing until later. Wasn't Ulasil destroyed before New Londo?
You... It was... It's possible the reason... Like, it took them a while to actually destroy New Londo. The Dark Wraiths could have been around for a while.
Nah, it's possible. Okay. Cursed, quote-unquote, Great Sword of Artorias. Sword born from those great grey wolf Sif, yeah. This sword can damage ghosts, as it was cursed when Artorias joined a covenant with the creatures of the Abyss. Now, the thing about the Great Sword of Artorias is that this is one of those weapons that the developers kind of had a secret plan for. Kind of like how you pick up the lightning spear in Sen's Fortress shortly before you can get the soul of either Ornstein or Smo. Because if you get Ornstein's soul, then you can just downgrade the Lightning Spear and immediately make the Dragon Slayer Spear. That's something that they most likely had planned. This, the Great Sword of Artorias, is a weapon that can hurt ghosts. The ghosts only appear in New Londo Ruins, and you have no reason to go there until you have the Covenant of Artorias, which you get from Sif. So by that point in the game, you probably have some kind of +10 sword. So what they probably wanted you to do was turn that +10 sword into this weapon using Sif's Soul, and then go take out the ghosts. Of course, I don't think most people do that. Most people just use the transient curse and use whatever weapon they want.
Yeah. And that thing is insanely efficient against ghosts. Even though it has a considerably less amount of AR than the normal greatsword, considering it's cursed, and it at 40, 40, 40, 22, which are my combat stats, it would have 539 AR. It's a powerful sword, because it scales off all 4 stats with C.
The Cursed Greatsword has a really long heavy attack, very long charge time. Much longer than other greatswords.
Was it in this game or a later one that it gained a new moveset in the left hand?
Oh, right, the left hand. Let me try equipping it in that. Yeah, because if you all remember, when we fought Artorias, his left arm was broken, so he was wielding it in his right hand. Oh, that's weird. Do I have to double-hand it? Hi, George Prev. We're looking at all the boss weapons. And no, it doesn't look like the Great Sword of Artorias does anything on the left hand. Okay, so what's next? Next is one of the catalysts. Yeah, here it is. The 10 Dark Moon Catalyst. Catalyst born from the soul of the Dark Sun Gwendolyn, Dark Moon deity who watches over the abandoned city of gods and Orlando. Gwendolyn is Gwen's last born and a legitimate god, but he is also a moon sorcerer, and this one is boosted by faith instead of intelligence. Now, the thing about this catalyst, though, is that even though it scales mainly with faith, you still need some intelligence to be able to cast sorceries. So I guess this is a somewhat better catalyst for people who want medium intelligence but high faith. Maybe? I'm not sure. This is not a catalyst most people would use.
Yeah. It has a very specific use. Let me take a look.
While you're looking that up. Next is the Dark Moon Bow. Bow born from the soul of the Dark Sun Gwendolyn. Yeah. This golden bow is imbued with powerful magic and is most impressive with moonlight arrows. As you can see, it does split damage between physical and magical. Scaling isn't that high, though. I guess it's okay if you upgrade it all the way and raising both Dex and Faith. But yeah, the main benefit of this bow is that all of its attacks do magic damage. And they do even more if you use moonlight arrows, but you can mix elements too. You can fire a fire arrow with this and it will do physical, magical, and fire damage all at once. Can't think of a single situation in which that would be the most beneficial strategy, but still, that's a thing you can do.
Yeah, it has more magic adjust than the Ulasil Ivory Catalyst at 29 or higher faith, so it's pretty good to be used on a faith build if you want to cast Dark Orb or Dark Bead, but they gain minimal strength scaling using said catalyst. Right. So it's an extremely specific use.
Alright, this is the Life Hunt Scythe. Yeah, this is made from Priscilla's soul, and it has a unique property among scythes. Yeah, 500 bleed. God damn, that's high. Yeah. Scythe-born from the soul of Priscilla, the stark white crossbreed trapped inside the painted world of Ariamis. So she is trapped. She's not choosing to be there.
That could be a mistranslation.
It could be.
I think Vati mentioned something about that when discussing the life on Scythe, but I don't remember the exact thing he said.
Hi, Master Boogan. Okay, life on Scythe. Even the gods feared Priscilla's life hunt ability, and in the hands of a mortal, its power will turn upon its wielder. So, Priscilla somehow had this ability to drain people's health, because that's what the life hunt Scythe does. When you hit another creature with it, it heals you slightly. Kind of like how the Ring of the Evil Eye works. Only it's with every hit instead of every kill. Now, the weird thing about that property is that it doesn't work correctly on the Four Kings. If you use it on the Four Kings, you take damage instead, and 2 hits are enough to kill you. Not sure why. It could be a bug, it could be some kind of weird lore reason. Not sure at all. If it is a bug, it probably has something to do with the Four Kings' weird boss health bar system, where the hit points are split across the board. Okay, only 3 to go. Let's see, next is another Artorias Greatsword. Yeah, this one. The Abyss Greatsword, the only one actually made of Artorias' soul, who fell to the Abyss. Swallowed by the dark with its master, this sword is tainted by the Abyss, and now its strength reflects its wielder's humanity. How is this sword swallowed by anything if we just created it?
I don't know. But also, I looked it up. The Majestic Greatsword in Dark Souls 2 is just the Abyss Greatsword, but really, like, worn down. And even its description mentions that every sword master who has inherited it has been left-handed. So yeah, that does really imply that Artorias was a left-handed swordsman, but his arm got broken.
Yeah, so this is the Abyss.
That means that not only was he being overtaken by the Abyss and probably not thinking straight, he wasn't even fighting at full strength because his main arm was broken. How fucking badass is Artorias at full power? That's kind of scary.
Let's see, I think it might be they don't have life and try to absorb life, which is transferred through the scythe. We don't know if they are lacking in life or not. I mean, you'd think since they spend so much time absorbing other people's humanity that they are more alive than others. But who knows? The Four Kings are weird. Yeah, but according to the description of the Abyss Greatsword, it apparently scales with humanity. So that's the thing.
Really? Let me open the Mugen Monkey build, because it will actually track that, so...
Yeah. Okay, what's next? Next is Manus Catalyst. The only boss weapon that can be made from Manus' soul, but not the only use for it. A sorcery catalyst born from the soul of Manus, father of the Abyss. A rough, old wooden catalyst large enough to be used as a strike weapon. Similar to the tin crystallization catalyst, it boosts the strength of sorceries, but limits the number of castings. Alistair Sargent, hey. Do you like the giant dad build? I have an emotional contempt for it. But I imagine it's probably effective, since the giant set is objectively the best and most well-rounded armor in the game, if you had the stats for it. Though I personally think that if you had enough endurance, you should be wearing the Mask of the Child instead. Because Mask of the Child is just the best one.
And, yeah, Abyss Greatsword does scale with humanity. 10 humanity gets it about 100 extra AR.
Okay, and last one. the Great Lord Greatsword, which you heard Tyler and Kaze talking about in the last stream. This is made from Gwyn's soul. You'll notice it's not on fire like it is for Gwyn. This is an observation that people make all the time. But I think the fire effect is actually being caused by Gwyn himself and not the sword. So that's why. Yeah, so...
Still disappointing, because it would be so awesome to wield that flaming beast of a sword.
Hey, Blitz Ace. Oh, lots of people coming in. Great Lord Greatsword. Greatsword born from the soul of Gwyn, Lord of Cinder. As bearer of the ultimate soul, Gwyn wielded the bolts of the sun, but before linking the fire, divided that power amongst his children, and set off with only this greatsword as his companion. Okay, then that's it. That is every boss open in the game. But now, there are 2 more things that we can do with the boss souls that I gotta go do. So, let me put on my bastard sword again. And our next destination is the Northern Undead Asylum. I'm gonna go pay a visit to Krogo.
Are they making a new Wreck-It Ralph?
Yeah, they've been talking about the sequel for over a year now. Ralph Breaks the Internet.
I heard nothing about it until someone just talked about a trailer for it.
Yeah, there's like a couple of scenes with all the Disney princesses in it.
Yeah, apparently Cinderella's hardcore. She breaks her glass slipper and turns it into a fucking shiv. She just smashes it over the back of a chair and then, like, holds out, threatening someone with it.
A dagger? Want me to use a dagger? Okay. Did I ever get the bandit's dagger from you, Kaze?
Remember,
yeah, you didn't actually have it.
Yeah.
I don't appear to have a dagger on me. Well, that's fine. I'm not gonna be fighting anything right now.
You know what? While you're doing that, I'm gonna go farm the dagger. It's easy enough, right?
I suppose. Just
10 humanity ring, let's go.
10 humanity ring, and I guess the best bonfire to use would be the one in the Undead Burg.
Yeah. Close enough. This'll be easy. And who knows, maybe I'll get their whole set and I can look hollow and thiefy. Isn't their hood the only one that has, like, a shadow effect over the face?
I don't know, I never put it on. You do some invasions? I would do invasions if I weren't such a god-awful high level. The thing about co-op and PvP in Dark Souls 1 is that if you're above 125 and not max level, then there's not many people to play with.
No, but once Tyler gets back, he can invade us. That might be fun.
Okay.
It's not like we'll lose anything. Oh no, I lost one of my 47,000 humanity.
That took a long time. Oh, jeez. Really?
What?
It does that? Okay, the Asylum Demon is still there.
Oh!
So this is the same place, just with enemies added in. It's not a separate instance. Seriously?
They literally just add like a couple tick box triggers to change things. Oh, you defeated you went to Firelink. Now there's enemy. Oh, what happens in the boss arena? Will it collapse?
Dude, wait.
Serena collapse.
If the floor does collapse, does that mean I had to fight the Asylum Demon and the Stray Demon at the same time?
The Asylum Demon even like survive the fall? Would it just die? Could you one-shot the Asylum Demon by doing that?
What?
Dude, what the shit?
Yeah, give you one, give you
that,
some.
that skip broke the shit out of this game, didn't it?
Okay, well, anyway, I'll go experiment with the demons in a second. Alright, this is the second use for Manus' soul.
That's a hell of a sentence.
You can drop one here, quit the game, and Snuggly will trade you something for it. 35k. Hello, welcome to the stream. Since I have lots of people here now, I suppose I may as well, once again announce that I have a Patreon and a Discord. If you would like to join either, there are links to them in the YouTube description. Come to Discord and talk about Dark Souls, Final Fantasy,
Give me.
Spyro, Crash, whatever else. What?
Other games.
Yeah,
I've been obsessing over my time at Porsche the past 2 days.
Anyway, and for the Soul of Manus, she gives you Pursuers, which is the last of the dark spells. Pursuers.
That's the strongest of them, right?
I believe so, although Dark Beat is also really annoying. Yeah, I know you joined Pokemaster. I was telling everybody else.
And we're glad to have you.
Let's see. Pursuers. Here you are. Sorcery of Manus, Father of the Abyss. Grant a fleeting will to the dark of humanity, and volley the result. The will feels envy, or perhaps love, and despite the inevitably trite and tragic ending, the will sees no alternative, and is driven madly toward its target. Jeez.
That's vague.
I don't think it's so much as vague, so much as just tragic. I think it's basically saying that even though the Dark Soul is destined to disappear someday, it's still going to, you know, latch on to other humanity. To other Dark Souls.
Yeah. Fragments strive to come back together.
Yeah, but Pursuers functions similarly to Homing Soul Mass. Only it's stronger, and it doesn't shoot in a straight line, it shoots in curves. And it can continue to follow the target for a while. Kind of like the projectiles of the Four Kings.
And because it's a dark sorcery, it gets strength scaling, which Manus' Catalyst is amazing at casting those.
Okay, so I guess we should finish off the Asylum Demon. Yeah, the music plays. We still get the boss theme. Please don't let the floor collapse.
I'm gonna love it if it does. Please collapse. Please do. That would be a special kind of glorious.
Well, it's dead. Do I still get the Demon Great Hammer? Yes, I do. Even though I've already...
It's so broken.
Even though I've already spoken to Oscar...
Holy shit, this is it's so broken, PJ. I love that so much.
Okay, well, let's see if the floor collapses too. It does.
Okay. Whatever.
Okay, now, how hard's the Stray Demon gonna be? By the way, do you hear that vacuum cleaner in the background?
Nope.
Okay, good, because it's really loud for me. What did I do? I did this glitch at the beginning of the game. If you manage to kill the Asylum Demon, and then quit the game during the death animation, the game will think you won, but the Asylum Demon will still be alive, and you can get the Big Pilgrim's Key from Oscar. Then you can just leave the boss room without killing the Asylum Demon. And then if you want, you can just break the hole and fight both demons at the same time.
Hey,
I should
got
totally
the,
do
leggings
sometime.
of the Hollow Thief armor. Now I just need the hands.
Yeah, I've gotten the leggings from them before and the armor. Never gotten the
Yeah.
hands or the hood.
I have the hood. I think I might have 2 of the hoods, actually, so I might be able to toss them.
Yeah. By the way, I looked up the list of weapons that count for the achievement.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, the Bandit's Dagger and both of the Ghost Blades do not count.
I'm assuming the Bandit's Dagger just because it's
A starting weapon?
Starting? Yeah.
But it's still hard to get.
Yeah, it's hard to get if you don't start with it. You do start with it, but good job.
I mean, the Thief is one of the best classes to start with, because you get a Master Key, the Bandit's Dagger, and you can pick another gift.
Yeah.
But your weapons and armor are shit. Nothing a bit of grinding in the Undead Burg and buying the chain set can't fix. Weird, I thought the Stray Demon used the same boss theme as the Asylum Demon and the Taurus Demon, but I guess it doesn't. It actually uses the Iron Golem's theme. I never paid attention to it.
I wonder why the Iron Golem's what they went with.
And you're dead. Huh. I just killed both Northern Undead Asylum bosses without reloading the area or sitting in a bonfire.
In one visit, in about 5 minutes. He thinks the game is a tad bit broken. Just a little.
Well, not anymore. I fixed it. Let me get my buckler. Gotta grab this doll. I forgot. I never grabbed the doll.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and get that if we're gonna do,
Painted World, yep.
Yeah.
Why don't you restore humanity? Because I don't need to play online right now. And then, unlike in Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3, well, every other game in the series, there's no downside to being hollowed other than being unable to play with other people. It doesn't lower your health like in every other game.
Got the knife.
Okay.
It was only halfway through my second run, too. I'm gonna finish the run and hope one of them at least gives me the hands, because that'd be nice of them.
Okay, I've not been to the Dark Moon Tomb yet either, so I need to go down there. Hit that bonfire. Now, the Firekeeper of Enorlando, she shows up on the bridge and turns hostile if you kill Guinevere, but she stays at the bonfire and turns hostile if you kill Gwendolyn, right?
I think if she goes hostile at all, she shows up at the bridge.
I don't think so. I've actually teleported to the Enorlando bonfire before, and she'll just get up off the wall and start attacking me.
Oh fuck, I got a second bandit's knife. That's convenient.
Really? Huh.
2 in 1 run. Come on, gauntlets. Only got 2 more I can get it off of. Please give me it. Where the fuck did you come from? No, just another shield. Oh well.
Did I... Wait, does it... Does it take the... Yeah, I think it does. I think it takes the Dark Moon Seance ring from you in New Game Plus as well.
Nope, I have it.
Did I just put it away?
You must have.
Yeah, here it is. Okay.
Because that has other uses other than being a trigger for that.
Yeah.
Doesn't it give you extra attunement slots?
Yeah. There's 2 rings in the game that give you extra attunement slots, and if you have them both and 50 attunement, you can have 12 slots total. Yeah,
the other's the white Seance ring, which I believe you get from the Princess Guard, right?
The white Seance ring? Maybe? Don't you get the Princess ring from that?
Oh, yeah. Where do you get the white Seance ring, then?
You get the Ring of the Sun's Firstborn on this corpse next to Gwendolyn. Okay, I have no reason to fight Gwendolyn right now. I just came down here for the bonfire.
It's just in the archives.
Sitting around? It probably used to belong to one of the maidens that Seath kidnapped.
Yeah.
So, are you heading to the Painted World? That's where I'm headed.
I just hit the asylum. I gotta run down to the cell.
Okay.
Actually, while I'm here, do I have a Soul of Manus on me? Yeah.
While you're doing that, actually, I forgot there is one other thing I need to do. I forgot I was showing off all the uses for boss souls, and there's still one boss soul I haven't done yet. Warp to Sunlight Altar. Okay, so, this is one of the covenants that I have not fully shown off yet. Let me get out my checklist.
Thank you for pursuers. Goodbye.
Oh, someone just subscribed to me on Twitch, I'm guessing? Well, wait, what happened to my... Unless that was a YouTube subscriber, in which case, what happened to my regular subscriber animation?
That is the Twitch one.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Thank you, whoever just subscribed. I missed the name. I was too distracted by the fact that it was the wrong animation.
Handbag?
Handy bag?
I don't know, it was something. New person, hello.
Hello. Now, where the hell is my checklist? It's my LP notes. There you are. Okay. Yeah, I still need to max out Dark Wraiths and Warrior of Sunlight. Now, here's the thing about Warrior of Sunlight. Just like with a lot of the other covenants, there are no rewards past rank 1. So all I had to do is offer 10 Sunlight Medals and we're done. So, enter the Covenant first. Yeah, donating extra Sunlight Medals, the only point of that is just so that you don't lose rank 1. When you... Oh, why do you even need to be rank 1 anymore after that? Once you get this spell, it doesn't matter anymore. As long as you're part of the covenant, well, whatever. Offer Sunlight Medals, 10. And you get Miracle Great Lightning Spear, which is an upgrade to regular Lightning Spear. And then, once you are rank 1 and in New Game Plus, you're given this option. Offer Soul of Great Lord, where you can offer the Soul of Gwen in exchange for the most powerful offensive miracle in the game. Sunlight Spear. And I just got the achievement for all miracles.
There you go.
Yes, yes, there we go.
But I don't think it'll show the Steam thing in World.
I know I got it. It's fine. Okay, Great Lightning Spear. Miracle passed down to those bound by the Warrior of Sunlight Covenant, Hurl Giant Lightning Spear, the weapon of the God of War who inherited the sunlight of Lord Gwyn, but had respect only for arms and nothing else.
Yep.
I don't know, I'm more of a leg person myself.
Fuck off.
Sunlight Spear requires 50 faith. That is the highest faith requirement of any spell in the game. Miracle born from the fading soul of Gwyn. In the war that marked the dawn of the Age of Fire, Gwyn wielded these rays of sunlight, which remain fierce even as they fade. Takes 2 slots, and you only get 5 uses.
It's a fucking doozy, though.
Yeah. I'll have to show those spells off myself.
Maybe, but sadly, because it does count as a Covenant item, even a New Game Plus, you can't get a second.
Yeah, and you have to remain as part of the Covenant in order to use it. The first 2 Lightning Spears that you get from this Covenant, you don't have to. But for Sunlight Spear, you do. So I'm actually going to just go ahead and attune that right now, actually.
It's a doozy of a goddamn thing. That before they nerfed the shit out of it, because they did, with the Artorias DLC, but before that came out, Sunlight Spear was the single strongest damaging thing in the game. It was brutal. Admittedly, it did need rebalancing. But goddamn was it so glorious to use before they did. It was so good.
Okay, let's test it out on one of these unsuspecting hollows.
Yeah, little do they suspect. Guess what? Wins lightning.
725 damage. That's with 50 faith and the best talisman for 50 faith. I wonder if I can pierce your shield with this. Yep, I killed him instantly. Even with his shield up. Okay.
That's the faith equivalent of Crystal Soul Spear. It is brutal.
Then what's the faith equivalent of White Dragon Breath?
I don't think there really is one.
Wrath of the Gods?
Maybe?
Maybe?
It is an AoE. Because White Dragon Breath, despite being the highest requirement, does not have the highest damage.
Okay, I'm back up on my way to the Painted World.
Yeah, I'm heading up there now. I got a couple Guardians to blast with magic, and then...
Hand in a Bag was the name of the subscriber. What's my favorite boss fight? As unpopular as this opinion is, and even though I just did a stream last night where I fought them like 20 times before I was finally able to beat them solo, my favorite boss in Dark Souls 1 is the Four Kings. I like their design, I like the music that plays there, I like the style of the arena, and if it wasn't bugged with 4 extra kings, then I would like the concept of the kings showing up one at a time. Mostly it's just their design and music. Okay, I am at the Painted World bonfire.
And I am about to get into the painting.
Okay.
Through the painting.
Today's password is Game Gear. One word. That is the last. That is the last of the Sega consoles. I can't think of any others. Oh, wait, no. There's the 32X in the CD. How could I forget?
Jesus Christ. Okay, so password's down.
What?
Are we summoning? Or?
Yeah, but you said passwords down.
Oh, sign's down. I'm stupid sometimes. Don't point it out. God, I'm stupid sometimes.
Wait, I left this message? Be wary of strange creature.
Hey, come here, come here, come here.
Yeah?
Hold on real quick.
Oh, items.
Hey,
Bennett's
too much
night.
shit in my inventory.
Oh, shit.
And then there's that.
Hollow Thief said. Cool. Thank you.
Still didn't get any of the gauntlets yet.
You know, I
And you already
actually...
have the chest piece and the leggings.
Not necessarily with this character.
Do you want those things? Because I have extras.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got a ton. So. Where'd they go? God, I have too much shit. I have way too much shit. Oh my god. There we go.
Yeah, but... with one of my characters, I forget which, I actually managed to get the, Boulder Gauntlets to drop. Let me get out my Fury Sword to use on the toxic guys. No poison explosions for you. Best boss fight, Priscilla the Half-Dragon. Look, we don't have to do this, just go, it's all good.
Yeah. Which actually, that's what her name translates to directly from in Japanese.
Oh, so we know for a fact that she's half-dragon?
Yes.
Okay. Then her father most likely is Sith, then.
Yeah, crossbreed is a little more... It points out what she is more. But half-dragon is just straight up, yes, she is half-dragon. So they both have benefits.
Ah, goddammit. You would kill it right as I'm next to it.
Don't run at it, bitch.
I was trying to kill them with fire so that they wouldn't spew toxic everywhere.
I mean, you could let me get them with my magic and not get anywhere near them. I have 80 casts the Great Soul Arrow. I'm not running out anytime soon. So we're just gonna,
There's no point in killing that thing. All it gets us is, like, the Blood Bite Shield and a Dragon Scale. We don't need it.
Well, it also, we can use its legs to get to the boss faster.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, after we kill it, all we have to do is go back and open up the shortcut, really. That way we can skip this if we happen to die. Oh god.
Okay, time to
Always
sunlight
coming to the
spirit
wrong
to death.
hood.
Once it gets closer. Man, you know, it crawling up to you is like one of the scariest animations in the game.
Did it just crawl up further than usual? What the hell?
Yes, it crawled up much further than usual.
What? That's a... You're just saying about how it's terrifying. And then it does this shit.
You know, it's actually so far up that we could just go behind it.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it.
Where are you going? Hello.
No, we can't because there's a lip here.
Okay. The undead dragon in the painted world crawled up much, much further than usual. Its head is inside the tower.
That was weird.
Also,
okay, you go.
Also, Tyler.
I'm gonna go unlock the door.
Yeah.
Okay, Tyler. Weirdest thing happened. You know how I skipped the Asylum Demon at the beginning in New Game Plus?
Yeah.
It was still there when I went back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slight problem, PJ.
Yeah?
The fog wall. I forgot about that.
Hello?
I thought we was... What?
Nothing. Continue.
Oh, he can't hear me, can he?
Can you not hear Kaze?
No.
Well, we do your things. Try and get it to work.
Alright, I'm back.
I can hear you
now,
now.
Tyler.
Yes, can you hear me?
He cannot.
Wait.
Neither of you can. Up there you are.
Yeah, I should be showing up now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I just realized. We do still need to go this way, because I still need Acid Surge.
Yes. Thankfully, we don't have to actually go into the Bone Wheel Rape Dungeon.
No, because we can just go through the legs.
Yeah. So you go grab Acid Surge. Actually, do you know where it's at? Because I do.
Yeah, I know where it's at. I also want to kill Jeremiah while I'm there, because
Go for it.
I want to get a second Xanthus crown, so I can trade it for a Ring of Favor and Protection and have a spare, so I can equip it and not worry if it has
Stop,
to not worry if it
squishies.
breaks.
And shortcut open.
Okay, now where did I miss this spell last time? Was it over here?
It's to the right of the staircase.
Yeah, it's back here. Yeah, I just got the achievement.
Do you hear that music?
Yeah, that music plays when you're down here.
That's spooky as shit. That is fucking unsettling, actually. Ugh.
Now, do I have to pick up these items for... Nope, there he is.
So how much more do we have left to do? Because
Oh. He has a lot of health, don't he?
I'm not 100% sure how much I have left to do, Tyler. I've actually forgotten how much I've done in this playthrough already.
Okay. Because I don't even know if I'm gonna actually even stream myself here. So I might just play with you guys just for the heck of it. Because I don't really feel like I'm gonna be on for very long. I'm tired.
Work.
Well, it's okay. It paid off. I mean, my boss was really happy with my work today.
Awesome.
So, yes.
What
How
all?
far are you into that assignment?
I'm done with it.
You got done with it in a day?
I got done with it, and they gave me another assignment of the same size and finished it today. So I did 2 in 2 days.
Your boss is gonna be like, well, shit.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Holy shit, Tyler.
Because I don't like waiting, just leaving things for later. I don't like that.
Valedictorian.
Isn't
Kind of
that,
proving that, aren't you?
isn't that kind of a bad thing, though?
Not in this position, no. Because the position I'm occupying now is all about poignancy and like stuff like that. It's actually a very good thing that I'm like that.
Yeah, but if you're out of assignments, won't they give you less days?
That doesn't matter. I make salary.
Yeah.
Oh. So
Yeah, so I got.
Salary means he gets paid a base amount no matter how much he works, unless he works overtime hours, in which
Yeah.
case they still have to legally pay for it overtime.
Right, but yeah, I could come into work for 2 hours a week and still make $800 a week.
Yeah.
Every 2 weeks, I mean.
So, Tyler, I don't know if you were here when we did this.
What?
Were you here when we fought Priscilla?
No.
Okay, well, we figured out something cool that you can do. Since
Yeah.
phantoms can't hurt Priscilla until the host aggroes her,
Yeah.
the phantoms can keep attacking her tail, and even though it doesn't do any damage, it still builds up the poise bar. So after the phantom hits her tail enough, any one hit, as long as it's like immediately after, from the host, will cut off her tail.
Oh.
Well, you know, tail cuts have nothing to do with poise, right?
Don't they?
No, the tailed part actually has a health bar, and damage done to the tail affects both the boss health bar and the tail health bar. For most creatures, it's about 20% of their maximum health is the tail cut.
That's not how it worked for Calamite. 2 Great Combustions didn't do 20% of his health, but we still got his tail off.
Well, that's general.
Well, no, because we were doing more than just Great Combustion. We were all attacking it with actual weapons.
Oh, well, what about that one video where that's all the guy needed?
It may have been that way before, depending on how old that is.
Who knows? But it is based on like health, as far as I know.
Well, here's the thing. I'm trying to decide whether or not we should even kill Priscilla this time. Because we already have everything that we want from her.
Right.
And she's such an easy boss. I mean, we could just say, hey, this is an option. You don't have to kill Priscilla, ever.
Okay. What happens if I go off this?
You probably die.
You want to... Let's go off together. Well,
actually, I need to reload this area so that I can grab the Xanthus set.
Goodbye.
Oh, god damn it. I didn't realize it would be that close.
You hit the thing.
Yeah, I hit the cutscene barrier.
Well, the shortcut's open, so you can just run back up if you go back into there.
Yeah.
Oh, but mine isn't. Shit.
It's fine. I had to come back in here anyway to help you with the area. If you even want to do this area.
No, I'm running straight for the end. Let's see if I can speed run to the finish.
What?
Oh, god damn it! God damn it! God damn it!
What?
I got stuck on a chair.
Wait, why?
What?
I came back to the beginning of the Painted World, and the enemies in the beginning were already dead.
What? Wait, what?
They were already dead. As if I hadn't left.
Zombies? Oh, well, you never did rest at a bonfire.
But I left.
I guess that doesn't count.
Huh. And the dragon legs are still standing. I guess...
So, it doesn't count as the kind of loading screen that reloads the enemies. It's interesting. It's good to know.
What can you abuse knowing that?
Probably not much.
Well, I reloaded the area, so the Xanthus set should appear now. Unless it doesn't appear unless you kill Priscilla. That would suck. Alright, Priscilla, I'm back, not staying long. Nice feet. Okay.
Thus, PJ revealed he was a foot fetishist.
I'm not a foot fetishist, I just think feet are cute. There's a difference.
There's a difference. Did you see Plague of Gripes made a Game Grumps animated episode?
The Rouge one? Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's so funny that like Plague of Gripes did that because I didn't realize it was him at first. But yeah, it totally is him. Though.
Okay, there we go. Got the Xanthus set. Now, the first time you leave the Painted World, it gives you a homeward bone. Do you guys happen to know exactly where that takes you?
No. Wouldn't it suck if it just drops you back into the Painted World?
Yeah, that's why I never used it.
I will try it once I get out. Hey, Priscilla. Hi,
Okay.
Priscilla.
So what's left? What is left? Well, we still need to do all of Let me look at my checklist. Okay, I made all of the boss weapons and got both of the boss spells. So that's done.
Takes you to the Orlando bonfire.
An
takes
Orlando
you-
bonfire? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I showed Warrior of Sunlight. I guess now, I don't know. There's only one covenant left to show, and that's the Dark Wraiths. Let me unattune Sunlight Spear. Okay, so it looks like all maxing out this covenant does is make the Dark Hand more powerful. So I should only need 30 humanity to get all the items. So let's just go ahead and use 29 humanity. And give that all to Kaze.
What is it? I am your guardian. Go on. State your wish.
Enter Covenant. And I'm going to start by offering just 10. And get to rank 1. And you get the Red Eye Orb, which is an infinite use cracked Red Eye Orb. You can only use it when you're in this covenant, and it lets you invade as many times as you want. Which is why getting to this covenant as soon as possible is a big deal for a lot of people who want to invade. Which is why there's so many guides on how to fight the Four Kings at low level. 3 words. Dragon Torso Stone. If you can get to Ash Lake, you can beat the Four Kings.
Farewell.
Okay, so let's take a look at that orb. Red Eye Orb. Defeat the master of the world you have invaded to acquire humanity. The Dark Wraiths of Kaze use this orb to seek humanity and plunge further into dark. Perhaps they are more human than we?
I don't get that.
It's talking about the true nature of the Dark Soul. Where the
Okay.
true form of humans is that of hollows, who constantly seek out more humanity, whether it's to get it for themselves or to protect it. Yep, so, talk to him
What is
again. I'm gonna give him 20 more humanity. Now get us to rank 2. And we get the entire Dark Set and the Dark Sword. Now I think, I could be wrong, but I think you get new dialogue from him if you're a higher rank in the Covenant. I'm gonna try talking to him.
They failed. Every last one of them. They were strong, but saw not the truth. I am certain that you will prove different.
Okay, so what does he mean by they when he says that they have all failed me? Is he talking about other potential chosen undeads, or is he talking about all the people that he's given life drain to?
I don't know. I would imagine the latter would make more sense.
Maybe he means both. Maybe he was
possible.
trying to find the chosen undead by giving life drain to people. Since, you know, it's the weapon of man, as he probably believes. And I already bought 99 correct red eye orbs. Really, all this item lets you do is invade when you're not a Dark Wraith. But the only way to buy them is from Kaze, and I don't think anything in the game drops them. Unlike in Dark Souls 2. Okay, then that's that. I guess I'll equip the Dark Wraith set and show it to you.
Don't the pigs drop them in Dark Souls 2?
The pigs can, yes, but I believe the torturers and the huntsman's cops also can. Let's see. Dark Mask, Mask of the Dark Wraiths, former knights of New Londo who descended into dark. Some say the skeletal mask of an ancient Dark Wraith is partially fused with the flesh of its face.
Huh.
Okie dokie.
99 red eye hearts.
Let's see. Dark Armor. Their armor transformed and remains a symbol of the Dark Servants and their diabolical art of life drain. Yep, and here we are. This is us as a Dark Wraith. So now we look just like the ones in New Londo Ruins. Minus the sword.
And they're a little taller.
Right.
Okay, so I've shown off all the covenants. I got Acid Surge. Still haven't managed to get the Duke's Archive skip to work. No, I think the Stone Knights in Hades Tower of Flame actually drop blue eye orbs. Correct ones. Those are for invading as a blue sentinel.
Yeah, they're blue. Dabu-dee-dabu-die.
Yeah, which the blue sentinels in Dark Souls 2 work a bit differently than the Dark Moons in Dark Souls 1. So differently that both covenants are present in Dark Souls 3.
And actually, in Dark Souls 3, of all things, the blue sentinels turn into the Dark Moons, functionally. And by that other way around, the Dark Moons become the blue sentinels, functionally.
Okay. Dark Sword. Even strengthened dex requirements and scaling. No special effects. The Sword of the Knights of the Four Kings of New Londo. Its blade is wide and thick, and it is wielded in an unusual manner. When the Four Kings were seduced by evil, their knights became Dark Wraiths, servants of the dark who wielded these dark swords. Yep, and that's how it looks. I mean, I guess it's a decent straight sword, but it's nothing special.
No,
Except that it has that. Or a 2 combo.
It is just a better broadsword. I mean, that's all it really comes down to. It's a better broadsword.
Is it better? Because if you have 50 strength and 50 dex, the broadsword's still the best.
Well, they're matched. They're matched for damage, but it has the dark sword is a better moveset.
I thought the broadsword was only matched with the Sunlight Straightsword.
I don't think. Let me check. It might be getting It's very possible.
Oh, anyway.
Yeah, you might be right, because I remember the Sunlight Straightsword has a stab attack, which is what made it better in my mind.
Let's take off all this stuff.
Let's see, Broadsword is 432. Sunlight Sword is 432. Dark Sword is also 432.
Okay, so all three of them are equivalent. All right.
Yeah, they're all matched in damage. It's all down to what moveset you like better.
Alright, I just put on the Ring of Favor and Protection. So now I have an even bigger stamina bar. Look how big that is. I have 182 stamina. That's 22 points over the normal maximum. Okay,
What?
so...
Wait, really?
Yeah, the normal maximum for getting 40 endurance is 160.
No. Okay, I was wondering why I had 192 then without any buffs. Weird.
192 endurance.
Yeah. Oh,
What do
no,
you-
yeah, that's how I...
Oh, you have the Ring of Favor?
Yeah, so it adds a little bit to it, yeah.
Yeah, it adds a
There we go.
percentage to it, yeah. Okay, so, well, I definitely haven't done Duke's Fortress yet, so, not Duke's Fortress. You know, when I was trying to figure out what the place was called in my head, the first thing that came to mind was Sen's Archives, and I was like, no, that can't be right, so it must be Duke's Fortress.
Your brain just went, nah.
Did either of you go and pick up Gwen's set from what's-his-face?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I bought everything from him, except for Gwen's armor. I had to go
That's
do
what
that.
that's what I just said.
You said Gwendolyn's.
No, I didn't. I said Gwen.
Did you?
Yes.
Kaze, did he?
I have no idea. I was reading about the Dark Sword. That's it.
Anyway, I'm just gonna go buy that from him. Then we'll tackle the Duke's Archives.
Okay. The strong attacks of the Dark Sword do more poise break than some of the other weapons. So that's why it can have a really good move set for PvE.
He said Jwens. Pokemaster says you said Jwens.
Whatever.
Yeah. Dark Sword and Sunlight Sword, in my opinion, both trump the Broadsword because they all upgrade the same, they all have the same damage, they can all go through the upgrade path, like Fire and Crystal and all that. And those two in particular have thrusting heavy attacks, which means that in close quarters they can be more useful than the Broadsword. Because it's only slashing.
Aye, Shemai, and good day to you. I'm Donald of Xena. I'm just, well, a peddler of sorts. I adore trinkets and oddities, so I trade for them.
I never had Domino introduce himself on the bridge before. It's weird hearing that without the echo. You said Gwen. Now Pokemaster is saying you said Gwen.
Whatever.
Gwen Stefani. Which, speaking of that, I saw the fucking best post last night. It was the lyrics to Hallelujah, but it was changed to Hollaback Girl.
Oh, and Smo's armor. I need to buy that too.
That's fucking hilarious, guys.
And I wish I hope I have it saved somewhere because I want to read them to you. Because it turns out if you format lyrics correctly, anything can work as a Hallelujah replacement. And I'm not really sure how that's possible, but it is.
Well, anyway. Smo's Helm. Helm of Smo the Executioner, protector of the cathedral at the forsaken city of Anolondo. It offers extremely high defense and can be worn by humans, but not without great difficulty. And they all say pretty much the same thing. Armor, gauntlets, and leggings. Let's see. Crown of the Great Lord. Crown of Gwyn, Lord of Cinder, who linked the first flame. Lord Gwyn, bearer of the ultimate soul, divided his power among his great clan before linking the flame. But he did keep his crown, perhaps to preserve a symbol of the monarch, for its actual power had fully subsided. Okay, Domino, how do you have this? The other things can almost make sense, but this?
Yeah, I'm as convoluted.
Well, here's the thing. Gameplay.
Lord Gwyn, bearer
Oh.
of the...
Go ahead.
Okay, well, when he departed, he left only with his greatsword, his garb, and the crown, now bereft of power. Wait, the crown had power?
I think they mean royal power. Like, a symbol of the monarchy. I think that's what it was talking about. It's bereft of power because the monarchy
No.
exists.
He was bereft of power because he gave the shards of his soul away to his children. Remember it said that?
That's interesting. The bracelet and anklet of the Great Lord have the exact same stats.
So his wrist guards were as protective as everything from his waist down. Okay. He either had some shitty pants or some amazing jewelry.
Yeah, but I'm gonna buy Smo's helm real quick. Just because I want to show something.
Thank you. That would...
Let's see. Smo's helm. Here it is. Now, you'll notice that the head part of the helm is placed higher than my actual head. Those weird things at the bottom, I guess, are supposed to be eye holes, but there's no way my character is seeing through those. And now, the idea is just that you can dress like Smo and look like him, but that's how it is for Smo, too. His head is actually underneath the mask at the top. So, he's not as tall as he looks. And he's not as fat as he looks. The armor just makes him look that way, for some reason.
Yeah, and that was revealed in the concept art book, right?
Yeah.
You know what they also revealed in that?
What?
Pinwheel under the
Oh,
cloth.
yeah, I've seen that. Where basically he has 6 arms and 3 bodies, all just kind of sitting on top of one another, and each arm is holding a different lamp.
Yeah, Pinwheel is literally a father, mother, and their child, with the father giving the child and mother a piggyback ride.
Yeah, and isn't the design also based on something that they do at Japanese festivals?
Well, yeah, I was telling you that yesterday.
You were?
Yeah, you mentioned the entire thing about where his name came from.
Oh, I saw you mention where his name came from, but yeah.
But that's where the reference to it comes from. His Japanese name is oh, hold on. Shit. Fucking channelers. I died. God damn it.
There's an unused cutscene with Pinwheel.
But yeah, his name is Sannin Beori, which is the Japanese word Sannin, which means 3 people, and Heiori, which is a type of coat. But it's also the name of a comedic act in Japanese theater where 2 people get into the same jacket and act as if they were one person, I believe. So it's a 3-person Heiori act.
Okay, you. I had a lot of trouble with my other character with you last night. And now you're dead. Fuck you. And I'm gonna pick up your drop. I know what it is, and I don't need any more of them. Seriously?
I'll be right back in a second.
There.
I'm gonna be gone for a little bit, guys. I'll be back as soon as I can.
So you're both going?
Yeah, I have to go. So I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay. I guess it's just me in this awful place again. Although I'm not going to attempt the skip. Because I did that for like an hour last night, in last night's stream, and I can't do it. Don't know why I can't do it. One time? Fine. Now attempt it once. Hit him already.
I'm back.
Hello. Tyler's not here. He had to get up for something. Master wants me to try the the Duke's Fortress skip one time.
The Sens Archive / Duke's Fortress skip.
I don't know why I keep wanting to call this place Sen's Fortress.
I do the same thing, so I get the feeling it's not, like, just an accident. There's something about it that makes you want to do that.
It could be the incredibly hostile beginning sequence.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are. Now I'm gonna try this one time. And if I can't do it, I'm just gonna do it the normal way. Let's see. Get a bloodstain save in this spot. And then here we go. I highly doubt that I will succeed. Well, I landed. That's a good sign. I fucking did it!
Really?
I succeeded.
Nice.
Well, thank you, Pokemaster. I'm glad you convinced me to try it. Oh, I wish Tyler was here for that.
That is kind of badass.
See, here's the thing. After the hours of attempts at doing it last night, it was only toward the end that I realized I was trying to jump onto this balcony from the wrong side. So I tried the other side this time and it worked. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, you saved me lots of time, Pokemaster. Thank you. Okay, now I'm trying to figure out what the best direction to go would be. I guess this way. Get straight to the Duke's Archives bonfire. There are two reasons why the enemies in this game are objectively cheating. One, they can attack through walls and you can't. Your weapons bounce off of things.
You can attack through walls, just not as effectively.
Not as effectively, right. Number 2, their arrows curve midair. They home in on you slightly.
Yeah, that is complete bullshit.
Oh, I'm there. I'm at the Duke's Archives bonfire.
So am I.
And Seath is just sitting up in his room being like, I wonder when he's going to get here.
I'd say, hey, summon me, but, you know, you can't. Not until you die to Seath once.
Really? Oh.
What?
Even though I'm here?
Yeah. Because the game hasn't triggered Seath leaving that arena yet, which is the trigger for being able to summon.
But he doesn't leave that arena after he kills you the first time. He stays there, and you can keep going up and fighting him and losing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I'm soloing Seath.
I mean, if you just take magic, it's fine. Especially if you wear the Slumbering Dragon Crest ring. Then dude can't hear you.
Yeah, if I wear that, and also put on some curse-resistant gear.
By the way, walking around with that ring is just kind of spooky. Because since if you have that and the fog ring on, enemies have no clue where you are if you're away. So they're not just walking around and groaning like they normally do. It's just silence.
The only curse-resistant gear I have on me is the Havel's Gauntlets. Which, isn't that...
Cat, you just scared the shit out of me. Oh my god, Moggy. Good lord, Kitty. I almost launched you into space.
See, this is why I put a gate up in front of my door before I start streaming.
I don't have a door. I'm just in the living room.
You're in the living room?
Yeah.
Oh, I figured you spent all of your time in your bedroom. Isn't that where your computer is?
Yeah. Because it was easier to set it up like this, because this way, I'm downstairs, so there's less things I have to do that stress my back out. And, oh fuck, I came the wrong way. Since I'm deaf as a motherfucker, I normally, like at the old apartment, I could not be responsible for answering the door, because I could never hear it. Now, I'm, 20 feet from the front door. I can hear when someone's here. I can actually answer the door. And since I'm not having to go upstairs and downstairs constantly, it's a lot easier for me to do things like to take the garbage out and clean up down here, because I'm not, like, just tiredly stressed out because of my spine.
Slumbering Dragon Crest ring. Okay, and I need to get out some armor that's actually curse resistant.
10 humanity will be enough, trust me.
10 humanity, well, I need to get that too.
Yeah, because let me see, what's my... I don't have any humanity right now.
I'm assuming you mean...
What's your curse resistant?
See, yeah, I already got the Moonlight Greatsword in the previous game, so I'm not gonna do it this time. My current curse resistance?
Yeah.
With the Havel's Gauntlets on and 0 humanity, 43.
Yeah, that's about where mine is, and I have not used humanity yet. Oh, god damn it. God.
I'm just gonna use regular humanity. Okay, and that brings it from, how much did I say it was before? 43?
Yeah.
That brings it to 133. Not bad. but I still feel like I could put on some armor at least that would resist it. The Black Sorcerer set has a bit of resistance to it, as does Solaire's set. The Black Iron set has a lot of resistance to it. Let's try that.
That's annoying. I died to Seath because the clams pushed me into the cutscene early.
I need to figure out what I'm going to do about those clams.
Yeah, you're gonna need to kill them before you trigger.
Yeah, I'll just use Quelaag's Fury Sword. Fire makes things stagger like immediately if they don't have any poise. And I have so much stamina with this Ring of Favor on. Wait, let me take off the Black Iron armor until I get to Seath. No need to go out to the blue slab either.
Do you have the Great Lord set on you?
The Gwen's set, you mean?
Yeah.
No, I didn't buy it.
Yeah, you probably should have, because I just put it back on. My curse resist with no humanity in that is 126.
Jeez. Why is Gwen's set resistant to curse? This seems like there's lore reasons behind these.
Nah, check a lot of the light items. They're incredibly curse resistant. The Moonlight Robe is 31 on its own.
Well, I imagine status resistances and stuff is going to be the main reason for equipping the lighter sets.
Yeah, even the Armor of Glory. Yeah, check a lot of your lighter sets, because a lot of them are way better than that heavy set you're wearing probably is.
No, it's too late. I'm already down in the Crystal Cave. I should be fine. I have 10 humanity.
Do you not have any other armor on you?
No, I put it all away in the bottomless box. See,
Oh.
so I can scroll through the menus faster. Okay, you. The easiest way to get past you is to just do this. Go right under your arm. Follow the orange messages. Follow the ghosts. Thank you, other player. Okay, and now comes the time where I gotta kill every clam in this room. Let's see. Let me get out a bow so I can lure them over to me one at a time.
Also, they can apparently see.
What, the clams?
Yeah. Because they noticed me faster when I took off the fog ring.
Okay.
Oh, god damn it.
2 down. Now I'll get this one in the corner. It's weird. Goff's great bow kind of sounds like a gun. Noticed me, did you? Alright, guess I won't need this anymore. Wow, with this much stamina, I can do a 6-hit combo without running out. And that's just enough to kill one.
He's pretty cheap in New Game Plus. What damage type is... Yeah. What damage is he actually weak to? Is it fire?
Well, he's definitely not weak to magic.
Yeah.
I imagine if he's a dragon, he's probably weak to lightning.
Well, because my demon spear and my 4-pronged plow do the same damage, even though one's doing lightning.
What's their AR?
They're the same.
Oh, that's why.
Well, no, because if he was weak to lightning, he'd be taking more damage to it.
Oh, right. Okay, then fire, I guess.
Yeah, would have to be.
Well, I got my Quelaag's Fury Sword, and I have all 3 lightning spears, plus Wrath of the Gods on me. So, I should be good. Okay, let me put on the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring. And the Black Iron Armor. Oh, one button. Okay, that gives me 146 curse resist. So I should be good. Oh, let me also put on my Grass Crest Shield. Stamina regen. There we go. Okay, this shouldn't be so bad. Time to spam lightning. Oh, wait. I'm too far away. They disappear before they reach him. God damn it. It's not much damage at all. I think I might actually just want to use my Quelaag's Fury Sword instead. Oh yeah, that does... Jeez, yeah, he's super weak to fire. That was weird. Okay, come on, stand up. All these crystals are lagging my game. Yeah, a single hit from my Quelaag's Fury Sword does the same amount of damage as Sunlight Spear. Yeah, I'm wrecking it. Man, that attack is hard to dodge. That fills the entire arena. How do you dodge that? And I want to know how that guy who did this whole game damage list did it. Oh, okay. Well, 2 hits doing the same damage as Sunlight Spear is still better. Because my sword's faster. Come on. I'll heal the damage. And he's dead. I won. Yeah, I'm assuming you have a fully upgraded Pyromancy Flame, right, Kaze?
Yeah.
Yeah, just equip all of the strongest ones you have, that you should be fine.
I also have Quelaag's Fury Sword, so he's fucking toast.
Okay, well, that's that taken care of. That was really fast. The Duke's skip makes this go so very fast. Okay, so done the 4 kings. I've done Duke's Archives, I guess, next. Let me go back to Firelink Shrine and see if Rhea's gone. She should be gone by now. I'm surprised he beat one damageless, no less all 3 Dark Souls games without being hit. Yeah. It's so unbelievable that Miyazaki actually said that he doesn't believe him.
Does he have it recorded?
No, he said it in an interview.
No, I mean
oh,
the guy that did
recorded? Yeah, it's recorded. Just who's going to sit through all of that and watch it after the fact, you know?
I mean, maybe someone who's going to say, I don't believe it's true. Well, there's video evidence. Then again, it could be, you know, edited, so he does each segment damageless and edit it together later and just didn't tell anyone. Because in a game like Dark Souls, it's so easy to hide editing behind all the transitions and loading screens.
Well, I think he live streamed it.
Oh.
Yeah, for 14 hours, according to Pokemaster.
Shit.
Yeah. Rhea's still here. I guess I haven't killed enough bosses. Guess I just gotta go kill one more. After you finish Seath, you wanna go take out Nito?
Oh yeah, I can warp down and help you with him. Seath is the last thing I need to do, besides helping you with the DLC. But actually, now that I think about it, I'm going to have to do the DLC too in order to help you with the DLC.
Yeah, so we'll be doing the DLC together. Okay, warp to Tomb of the Giants. I'm just going to get some enemies cleared out real quick. Oh, you fucking serious? I don't suppose you saw that.
No.
I arrived in the Tomb of the Giants and I wanted to break one of those big bones that's in your way. So I went to attack it and accidentally kicked instead, while wielding Quelaag's Fury Sword.
Oh.
Friggin' bones. Eye patches. Still here, I see. Yeah, you don't move until Nito's dead. Whoa. Well, I guess that's one way to kill them. I knocked one of the quadrupedal skeletons off of a cliff with Sunlight Spear.
Seath is stuck doing his flailing attacks.
Are you behind him?
Yeah, but he won't turn. There we go. Lord.
The best place to fight Seath from is directly in front of him, though.
Oh my god, stop doing that attack, please. Now he won't stop doing that whole arena clear.
Well, as long as you stay still, it shouldn't do that much damage to you, and you should be able to just out-heal it with your flask.
Why is he just spamming attacks? I don't know what I did to his AI that broke it so he's just stuck. Like, once he starts doing something, he won't stop doing it.
Huh.
Until I significantly change position.
You kill all the clams, right?
No.
Oh.
No, once the gate's up, I don't bother with them at all.
Oh, never mind. Forget that plan then.
Yeah, he's dead. It was just really fucking annoying to fight him.
I guess it just got really unlucky. Okay. As for this Black Knight, let me get my buckler on. The Happy Hob? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Happy Hob? Okay, now that Black Knight noticed me before. Is he coming up here? Oh. Okay, the Happy Hob is the name of the person who beat Dark Souls 1 through 3 damageless.
Oh.
Where are you?
What are you looking for?
The Black Knight with the halberd. He's gone.
Yeah, same for me. When I went down there, he wasn't there.
But he just killed me.
I know.
What? Okay. Well, damn it. Also, I forgot that I'm not even human right now, so there's no point in me going over here. Unless you want to meet me at the second bonfire.
If you want me to.
I mean, you'd have to get over to it yourself anyway.
It's a pretty easy run once you've done it once.
God, it's like every quadrupedal skeleton in this place is positioned exactly so that you can knock them off a cliff. Okay, I'm at the second bonfire. Okay, apparently the exact time for his playthrough of Dark Souls 1 damageless was 10 hours and 8 minutes. So he must have been trying to speedrun it damageless. Like, not go after all the bosses.
Sign is down by the bonfire.
Yep, I see it.
Wow. It appeared immediately.
Yeah, but that's weird.
Like, I was placing it when I was saying it was down, and you saw it immediately.
Yes,
That's
very,
weird.
very, very strange. Very unusual. Them too. They all just go off the ledge. So weird.
Murderized.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey. You were gone a while.
Yeah, I know. What happened was my boss sends me a text message saying I forgot to take out the trash back at work. So I was like, okay, I'll drive up there and change it or whatever. I'll fix it up because I forgot. And I drive up there and then he's gone.
Kaze,
Yeah.
Leroy's gonna show up.
Okay.
So I basically went up there for no reason.
Did you text him and be like, where'd you go?
He's not responding to my text now. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna get fired for like forgetting to take out the trash, but still, I'd like to have some word, you know? Talk to him.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna pick up his stuff. Don't need him. In fact, once we're done with this 3-piece series, I'm probably never gonna play as this character again. It's too high of a level to play with other people.
Same here. This is a Let's Play character, and that's it.
Yep. Okay, so we're on our way down to Nito.
Oh, okay.
We just finished the archives.
I did the Duke skip.
You actually did?
Yeah, on my
Yeah.
first try. I wasn't go-
Master convinced him to give him one more try, and he did it the first try.
I felt so cool.
Giants.
I thought you were about to say something about vagina.
Wait, what's this? Be wary
What?
of hidden path? Yeah, that does look like a path, but it's most likely not.
Yeah.
You probably just slide into the hole.
We just want to make a mad dash to the boss gate.
Well, is Tyler joining us?
I mean, I'm in the place, so if you want me
Oh,
to.
well, if you can get to the second bonfire, I'll go back and summon you.
Yeah.
Now, do any of the boss weapons count as divine? Oh, they'll tell me. Yeah, the Great Sword of Artorias. That's 140 divine. So
Yeah.
I can use this to keep the skeletons in Nito's boss room from respawning. Yeah, I'm coming back for you, Tyler.
Give me a bit. I'm trying to get to it. Get to you.
It'll take me a bit to get back to the bonfire anyways. You got time. I'm still on the cliff with the bone totems.
I really hate that feeling that you get though when like you're doing something new for the first time, be it a job or like whatever, and it just feels like everything you're doing, like if you do one thing wrong, it just feels like the end of the world.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
I am well
Yeah,
aware of that feeling, but it goes away.
I hate that. Well, I know it does after a while, but it's just that until that happens, it just feels like everything you're doing, like if it's just one mistake, it's just you're ruined for the rest of your fucking life. It's like
You need to get yourself a cute poster to hang in your room when you're at work. Perhaps of a kitty hanging from a tree branch, telling you not to give up on your current task.
Or you could do the weeb thing and replace it with an anime girl hanging from a tree.
I like the one guy who when I looked
A
at
cat girl.
when I worked at Alorica, there was one guy who was down the cubicle from me who he made like lots of like paper mache crafts and stuff, and I always thought it was cool how like his his workstation like had a bunch of weird shit on there. Like he had a Majora's Mask on there, and he had like little mech models and stuff. Like it was just piled up with shit.
Okay, I'm at the second bonfire.
I'm like really, really close.
Okay, do you know today's password?
No.
It's Game Gear.
Game Gear.
One word.
Okay. I always forget how to actually walk to the bonfire. Now I'll make it. I'll make it. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll make it. I just need to remember where the turn is because you go down the path where the Black Knight spawns.
Okay, so you go down that path, and then basically you follow the left cliff, the quote left wall until you find it. You might have to kill. You might have to kill one more quadrupedal skeleton past the Black Knight spot on your way there.
That's weird though, because like I feel like I've already passed up where I should be at. Maybe it's around here. Maybe. Yeah, here it is. Okay.
You found it?
Yeah, I found it.
Okay, be sure to rest at it.
Yeah.
So what are you doing right now, Kaze? I assume by now you've killed all of the pinwheel clones.
Not all of them, just all of the ones that can hit you from the front. There's still one down in the lower cave. He ain't bothering us.
So, what was the weird thing we learned about one of the boss weapons earlier that didn't make any sense?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you weren't there for it. I'm asking Kaze.
I'm trying to think, but I can't remember. Was it about Artorias' sword at all?
Well, I mean, he said it was divine, but that's all he said.
Oh, the cursed greatsword states that it was consumed by the abyss, but you make it from his soul.
Yeah.
That was one thing.
It was just crafted, but it already has a history behind it.
Yeah. So yeah, cursed greatsword does. Is it the abyss greatsword or the cursed great? It's the abyss greatsword.
The abyss greatsword, yes.
And for some reason, the abyss greatsword scales with humanity.
Okay.
Well, it makes sense. It's been tainted by the abyss, which is basically just a big stopping pool of humanity.
Stopping sounds dirty when you say it like that.
I meant.
Well, this time we can actually have what's his face appear, and you can actually see him before we destroy him.
No, we already killed him.
Oh.
Yep. PJ stood there holding a shield, and I threw great soul arrows over his shoulder.
I threw a sunlight spear at him.
Yeah. I just thought the image was funny. You're just standing there like, yep, you can't go past it. I'm just like, die, from right behind you.
I really like the fashion souls I'm running right now, because I look like an actual spearman. I look like a Viking spearman. That's pretty cool.
Why is the skeleton archer standing up again?
He's not on my end.
You okay then? Yeah, I can just walk right through him. Don't go that way. Don't go.
It's a hidden path. It's a fake hidden path. Yeah.
You seriously look like you were about to walk right through that.
You can take off the sunlight magnet here, right? It's bright enough you can see.
I know. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna take that off, and I need to put on a better shield for this
Viking
fight.
spearman.
So, do you guys have any idea what kind of damage Nito's explosion attack does? Is it magic, physical?
Probably.
I know it does like no damage to me whatsoever, so it must be something I'm resistant to.
Actually, I'm gonna put on the crest shield while I'm here.
I got my black iron great shield. This will do me fine.
Yeah, we can go down first if you want us to.
Yeah, you can get right next to where Nito will spawn over by his coffin.
Yep.
Oh, and I by the way, since we finished the archives, I now have 8 crystal soul spears.
Nice.
So he's fucked.
Yep.
Yep, I'm over by Nito.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, I realized something after your live stream yesterday that might have helped you, PJ.
Yeah?
The animation for using a divine blessing is shorter than drinking from the flask.
But those are really hard to get.
And we can dupe them.
Well, the only way to farm them normally is to do the Forest Hunter Covenant a lot.
Yeah, we're there.
Okay, here I come.
He'll die like so fast.
Oh!
Or maybe you guys will die like so fast. Okay, where are the skeletons?
Over here.
Are they all over by you?
Yeah.
Yep. Need some help with them, please.
There. These ones won't be coming back.
Grave Lord Great Sword Dance that Nito's cast is so fucking
Oh,
weak.
bullshit! Bullshit!
That was pretty bullshit.
Well, I don't think it's gonna kill you.
It did no damage. It did like 20 damage.
I mean, it's weird how weak Nito actually is. Which kind of makes sense.
Well,
why
you know,
he's so
this is a lot harder solo.
Oh, I fought him solo too. He's not that bad.
Did you take out all the skeletons with a divine weapon first?
No, I just kept downing them whenever they came up. He's not difficult. He can do. He does no fucking damage. Like, he's super slow. Honestly, he's one of the easiest bosses in the game.
Yeah,
So
remember,
low.
I soloed him too, PJ.
Oh, wait, we already did Bed of Chaos. I remember now, we showed off the alternate death animation, so that was the last Lord.
Yeah, we can do the DLC now, then you just gotta one-shot the Taurus Demon if you can.
Okay, well, first things first, though. That was 2 bosses, Seath and Nito, so now Rhea should be gone.
You know, I just had a thought. I didn't get the broken pendant yet.
You went to the archives.
I didn't bother killing it, I just rushed.
I need to go
Okay.
grab it too.
It won't take long.
Yeah, it won't.
I also need to go kill the Hydra.
I can't remember if I killed it yet. That could be awkward.
Because you can't just go into the DLC like immediately in the second playthrough or whatever. For some reason. In fact, doesn't the pendant not spawn until you actually meet with her anyway? I don't think it spawns unless you meet with her.
Probably. But yeah, but here's the thing about the DLC, though. The reason that they put the broken pendant where they did is so that you can't get it until after you have the Lord Vessel. So that you can teleport out of the DLC area. Since, you know, that's something that we didn't talk about. Why does the Lord Vessel have the ability to let you time travel?
Because it does.
Okay, anyway, Rhea's finally gone, and in her place is an item sitting on the floor. 7 humanity and a regular pendant. Which, that's curious. Why did she have a regular pendant?
She must have been very powerful.
Yeah, I guess so. No wonder Petrus wanted her dead. Yeah, but Rhea has been killed. So now we're gonna go tell Petrus the bad news. See how he reacts to it.
Rhea's dead, Petra. What do we do?
Yep, Dr. Petrus.
Ah, oh, you. Have you seen Milady? Oh, blast, where might she be? And would she be safe? Are you sure? Then, Milady, what terrifying news. What am I to do? All because of my shortcomings. It is my fault. Oh, oh, oh.
Well, you know, Petrus is actually a really good actor.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
He Jeez. You rotten bastard. Okay, but yeah. I'm about to kill you with your own fucking lord's soul. As long as I can hit. Let me get closer. Really?
Hey, I heard you're a fan of Gwyn. Care to feel him?
You damn
Wow, that made him go flying.
enough of you. Feel the wrath of the gods.
You just tossed two of those straight next to his ass. Good lord. That sent him reeling.
I just tried. Yeah, the pendant that doesn't appear until after you speak to her. So make sure to go do that first.
Well, shit.
No. This can't be. It can't end like this.
Well, it did just end like this. And when you kill him, I think in the previous playthrough he didn't drop anything. But now he does. He drops 2 humanity and the ivory talisman, which is the talisman that belonged to Rhea. This is the proof that he was the one who killed her. And now they're both dead.
You know what? I'm wondering. I wonder what amiibo functionality Solaire's amiibo is going to have in Dark Souls Remastered on the Switch.
We've had this conversation before. I'm betting it's going to make other characters do the praise the sun gesture.
Maybe.
When does the remaster come out on the Switch?
I don't know, like 2 months from now, I think, or something like that.
Jeez, all the other consoles were simultaneous. Almost.
Yeah, well, Switch is another beast entirely. I mean,
Welcome to Nintendo.
I mean, it's because you have when you're developing for the Switch, you have to develop both for a home console experience and a mobile experience because it has to be able to play in both resolutions. It has to be optimized for both ways or whatever, and then you have like the motion controls if they want to add that in there or whatever. And yeah, it's
God, will you be able to flail the fucking remote to attack?
well, it doesn't actually have motion. It's just a gyroscope or whatever they call those things. But
Hey guys, real quick.
What?
While you guys are getting the broken pendant, I have to go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, BRB.
If they do include it, it'll probably just be a bonus thing like they did with Mario Odyssey. Where it's there, but it's not required.
It actually kind of was required in Mario Odyssey for some moves.
No, you can do every move without doing that. There's no move you can't do without like some other way.
I can never figure out how to do throwing your hat vertically.
Okay, well that's the one thing you can't do without doing it normally. But you can sort of do it if you're playing on the mobile thing where they're plugged into the side of the Switch. If you just slash it vertically, like if you just move it vertically, he'll throw it that way.
Yeah,
that's the only way.
It's just really hard.
Yeah. But again, it's not required, though, to beat any challenges, though. That's the thing.
I think it actually is for, like, 1 or 2 very minor ones.
I don't see how it would be required, though. I mean, there's nothing you really get with that other than it moves a slightly longer distance.
I think it's used in the, in one of the ways. Ow. Hold on. Let me get past this part.
Yeah.
And I died. Never mind. This is gonna be a thing. Oh, I'm an idiot. I know why I died. I keep forgetting that the Dusk Crown makes me take more magic damage. But yeah, the secret level, I think you have to use it in that.
Okay. Well, one of the 2 secret levels, I assume. Yeah.
I only know about the one.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you get 250 and you get dark side, and then if you get 200, if you get 500, you get darker side.
Darker side might be the one I'm thinking of. The incredibly long no checkpoint level.
Yes, that's darker side.
Back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a huge freaking boss rush and like tons of stuff you gotta do. Yeah.
So, tell me I'm not the only one who does this, but do you guys typically find yourself running across long distances in this game by holding down the run button with your pointer finger instead of your thumb?
Yeah. I almost never use... God damn it, god damn it, god damn it. Hold on. The Hydra's an asshole.
The Hydra's not that bad.
Getting down to him is pretty rough for me right now, and I don't know why.
When you approach that area from the bonfire side, like the side opposite Havel's Tower, stick to the left. There's a raised cliff where you can guide all of the crystal golems over there with range stacks, and the Hydra can't hit that spot. If you want to do it that way, clear all of the golems first.
Oh, come on, come on, come on!
Can't remember if I've killed the Hydra in this playthrough yet.
Do you have the broken pendant?
Oh, yes I do.
You pretty much would have had to have.
Huh. Why don't I remember doing it?
Might have done it off screen.
Maybe. But I don't do many things off screen with this character. No, the Hydra is alive. So killing the Hydra is not a prerequisite for getting the broken pendant.
Don't you have to kill it to make the thing show up, though?
The yellow crystal golem, yes.
Yeah.
But not the blue golem at the front of the Duke's Archives.
You can't get the broken pendant without killing the Hydra first, though. Because I just went there and killed the blue one in the Duke's Archives. He doesn't drop it unless you meet Illusil. Dusk, sorry. Because I went and killed it, it doesn't drop it unless I kill Illusil first. I mean, shit. Unless I meet Dusk first. Yes.
Oh, wait.
Why can you only refer to her by the town she's from?
So how did you get it then?
Wait, do I not have it?
You must not have it then. Yeah.
Oh. Then why does it even spawn?
Well, wait, then what do you have then? Like, why do you think you have it?
Because I killed it, and I thought that it would always drop it.
No.
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 Well, god damn it. That means I have to make 2 runs down to this place.
Yep.
That's fine. These golems are really easy. It's still so weird that the Hydra's attacks can hurt the golems too. It's almost like it's more of an environmental effect than an attack.
Well, I mean, the dragon butts can hurt each other.
They can?
Yeah. That used to be the most popular way of getting rid of them, is having them attack each other.
Oh.
If you aggro multiple ones at once, they can just run straight into each other.
I mean, technically any enemy can hurt other enemies. Is there any enemy that can't do that?
Oh yeah, when the Hollows are swinging their swords rapidly around each other, they don't hurt one another.
Oh, they don't?
Okay. That's what makes their gang squad so dangerous.
Okay, wow, I'm having a lot of trouble getting to the Hydra too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was close. I couldn't get my shield out for a second. They all miss me.
I see you liked my one Tumblr thing I reblogged as well. I thought that was hilarious.
Roll a natural one on perception. Horse. I don't think you saw it, PJ. Someone put an orange sign soapstone message down in front of the, like just inside the doorway to the ancient dragon in Dark Souls 2. And it just says horse. I don't think that's correct. There's just something about that seems off to me.
Well, the weird thing is, these Souls games always include terms that you can put in your messages that don't relate to anything in the game. Like horse, for example. How many horses are there in Dark Souls 2? There's like the one two-headed horse that's a boss, and then that's it. Just like Dark Souls 1, you can write beanpole. What the hell is a beanpole?
Yeah. Is a beanpole those things that you stick into the ground to hold up plants from falling over?
Why would that be something you need to specify in Dark Souls?
Okay, Mr. Hydra, you need to get your head over this way. It's kind of inside the wall right now. Really inside the wall. All the time. There you go.
Also, I want to make a complaint.
What, Tyler?
I want to make a complaint to Disney for specifically because we're fighting the Hydra, so it reminded me of this. How how Hercules defeats the Hydra and Disney's Hercules is so fucking stupid. You know? You know what I'm talking about or no?
I do. How it makes no sense.
Yeah.
But
What does he do?
well, you know how Hercules kills the Hydra, right?
That's what I'm asking.
In lore, we mean, like in history.
Oh, in history?
Well, in history, what it was is that the sword was actually burned, so that when he cut the heads off, it would sear the heads so they couldn't regrow. That's how history went. However, for some reason in the Disney adaptation of the story, Hercules just keeps attacking it until it eventually just dies.
Stops growing heads.
Yeah. He's told specifically by multiple characters that won't work. But he just does it anyway.
Never been able to do it enough that it worked before.
Well,
that could actually be a very realistic thing, because presumably, if we're bringing realness into this, the Hydra is using resources to grow its head back. If it runs out of resources.
I'm just saying it defeats the point. Well, okay, Hercules isn't the best historical story anyway. Well, legend, I should say. But still, I don't know why they had to change that.
Here's the thing, though. A similar method was used to kill a Hydra in Order of the Stick.
Yeah.
Roy kept cutting off its heads until it had so many that its body didn't have enough blood in it to keep all of the brains sustained, so it fell into a coma.
Oh. That works.
Well, couldn't that be solved entirely by just having it be that, well, because mostly a creature like that, maybe the heads probably don't even have brains in them. The brain's probably, like, in the torso.
If it was like that, yeah, that would make sense, but I considering almost every thing ever shows the heads as being independently thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably just grows new brains for each head. Or clones them. Yeah, but I was laughing earlier at this joke that Pokemaster posted.
Yeah.
Why is 6 afraid of 7?
Why?
Because 7 is a 6 offender.
Oh.
That's actually not bad.
I loved the other one he posted. Did you read that one?
Yeah, I did. I didn't think it was as funny, though.
I love it. Because it's also a jab at all the horribleness in the Catholic Church. Did you read it, Tyler?
No, just the way you worded that was hilarious to me.
Yeah. Why are priests called father? Because it's suspicious to call them daddy.
Well, anyway, real quick. Since in the previous playthrough, we did all of the regular stuff with Dusk that people would normally do. We talked to her, we bought all of her spells, then she got kidnapped, and then Elizabeth told us about her, we talked to her, and then we rescued her from Manus, blah blah blah. Want to know what happens if she dies immediately?
What is that?
Well, we're about to find out. She's dead now. Even though she's supposedly a phantom, killing her in this time period shouldn't do anything. Yeah, whatever.
I didn't know you could even kill her. What happens?
Logic.
Well, lots of weird stuff happens. Why isn't the last joke showing up? I don't know. It probably has a word that YouTube is auto-censoring that I can't control.
Yeah, YouTube auto-censors weirdly. If you include bitch, it'll censor it. But you can say fuck all you want.
Yeah. I don't get it. Her stuff doesn't appear yet. I guess it won't appear until we have the broken pendant. I don't know. But yeah, lots of weird, illogical paradox stuff happens if you kill Dusk right away. For one, Elizabeth won't even show up. When you arrive in the past, she'll either already be dead, with her drops sitting there, or she just won't be there at all.
That's weird.
Yeah, and when you kill Manus, Dusk's body won't show up on the ground.
Huh.
Okay, back to the Duke's Archives.
Yeah, I just got the pendant, so yeah.
Holy shit. Sanctuary Guardian New Game Plus is a beast.
Oh, yeah.
When you send her a dick pic, but she sends you one right back.
No.
So it censors dick.
Yeah,
Why does it censor dick?
It censors dick and bitch, but it doesn't censor fuck.
What the fuck is wrong with you, YouTube?
Okay, I don't need this shield anymore. Need to run faster.
Got him. Fucking Sanctuary Guardian.
You soloed the Sanctuary Guardian?
Yeah.
Oh, it must be really easy with magic.
Yeah, if you can avoid his lightning, he's easy. But the hard part is getting close enough to him, like, while he's shooting his opening lightning blasts, because they're so fast. If you get hit with the opener, you have no chance of avoiding the secondary ones that he'll launch afterwards. Because it knocks you down, and by the time you stand up, you just get hit.
I heard a pretty weird pun joke on Tumblr also.
You mean a pun?
A pun, yes. Sort of. The thing is that it's when you dress like a cowboy, you're ranch dressing. And I thought that was kind of funny.
God damn it.
I don't know why that's funny. It shouldn't.
Yes.
It's so simple, you know. But
Also, what sick bastard decided it was a good idea to start calling his guy friends dudes?
Why?
You know what a dude is, right?
no.
No.
It's shit. What do you think a
it?
dude ranch is?
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yes, it's poo. It's poo. Guys are poo. And they agree.
Well, it might come from Dude Ranch. A Dude Rancher might have been called a dude.
Okay, time to kill this guy again. Okay. Yep, broken pendant. Got added to my inventory automatically. See, I was always under the impression, for some reason, that that blue golem was a one-time only enemy, and didn't spawn until it was ready to be spawned, and then once we got the broken pendant, it would never come back. Well, no, apparently they just...
It respawns.
But apparently they just plopped that enemy into the DOC.
Plop.
Clap.
Plop.
Why was the guitar teacher arrested?
He was fingering A minor.
Yep, because I guessed it right before it popped up. Assuming he guessed it and didn't just read the chat in advance.
I didn't. I was running from enemies. But that's one of like the most popular guitar jokes ever. I play guitar for 11 years. I know a lot of them.
I know I gotta run all the way back down to the Dark Root Basin.
I'm kind of sad I stopped playing guitar because I was actually pretty damn good at it. I lost all my skill. Oh, dude actually doesn't come from that. Dude is the shortening of doodle, which is a third-person present word that, let's see, what's it mean? That's not it. It was originally a noun denoting a fool, later as a verb in the sense of to make a fool of.
Okay.
So, it doesn't mean shit, it means... I guess retard?
Not reading that, Pokemaster. You know, that lake looks so far away from up here.
That would be the worst soundbite you could have on the internet if you actually said that. That would not... That would come back to bite you at some point. I am sure of it. Fuck you, Artorias. Ow.
Oh, I'm almost at the portal in the lake.
What the fuck?
What is it?
I'm fighting Artorias, and he did this thing where he front flip attacked me and knocked me down, and then he did it again and knocked me down, and there was no time to dodge in between them. God damn it, fuck off!
Okay. That's a good one, too. Women are like blackjack. I try for 21, but I always hit on 14.
Oh, God.
You mean like the Sailor Scouts?
Motherfucker. Why is his moveset so bullshit?
I like when he does that weird flipping move where like he hits you on the ground, then he flips up, hits you in the ground, then flips up, and hits you in the ground.
That's what I was just talking about. It's completely
bullshit.
Please just aggro so I can heal. Get pissed. Oh my god, your stab is bullshit.
Okay, so what are the best weapons to use against Sanctuary Guardian?
Range.
Okay, but what specifically? Lightning, fire, magic?
I used magic.
Any sort of magic at all, he's kind of good at. You know, it does good damage.
Okay,
Why do you have a tendency to say the opposite of what you mean?
What do you mean?
You started saying he's good against anything magic.
Oh.
Which is the exact opposite of magic is good against him.
I just beat him, so I can come and help you.
Okay, well, give me a second. Yeah. What do 9 of the 10 people enjoy?
What?
Waiting for the answer? Okay.
The answer didn't pop up. Gang rap with an E.
What?
I don't understand.
Gang rape.
Oh yeah, but 9 of the 10 people.
Yeah. Yeah. So since it's rape too. Fuck you, YouTube.
So it seems to censor anything that has to do with sex, except fuck.
Look,
it seems to censor anything that might offend females, specifically. Bitch, rape, dick pic.
Does it censor cunt?
I don't know, try it.
Yes.
It does?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, yeah, okay.
Because I've used right bitch and right cunt before, and it censors both of them. So it's like completely biased towards protecting females from evil men.
Oh no, YouTube is feminist.
Goddamn stupid feminists.
Okay, I'll be with you in just a second. Gotta get my catalyst on. Okay, and this thing attacks with lightning mainly, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the buckler actually has really high lightning.
The main thing I dislike about feminism is just the fact that it kind of builds up this idea that like all women are victims, which I just can't agree with. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Fourth wave feminism is just fucking retarded. It just is.
I never bought the Thunder Plate and Spell Plate rings. Okay, does the water in the Guardian Sanctuary's arena slow you down at all?
No.
Okay, then I'm ready.
You can grab me then. Yeah.
Okay, I got Pursuers, Dark Bead, Crystal Soul Spear, and Great Soul Arrow. That should be good.
I have my spear. That's all I need.
Try stabbing in the back. I don't think that's going to work.
Oh boy. That's a scary number. I melee attacked Artorias and it did 62 damage.
What's worse than a baby in a trash can? I don't know, same baby 2 weeks later? A baby and 10 trash cans.
Oh, that's
Up. I got instantly poisoned. I forgot he could do that. I don't have any purple moss on. That's fine. I have enough hit points to chug through it. Really? You dodged all of my dark beads. You know, that doesn't do nearly as much damage to you as it does to everything else.
Whatever, he's dead anyway.
Yeah, one more hit.
I can actually fight. I can fight the Sanctuary Guardian very effectively just with my spear and nothing else, no shield or anything. It's actually not crazy.
Have you already fought it, Tyler?
Oh yeah, I beat it. I beat it already.
Okay.
So we're gonna be going to Artorias now.
Yeah, I can just run straight to the boss room, activate the shortcut, and I'll be good to go.
Yeah, I'm coming up to put my sign in front of his boss door now.
Yeah, Elizabeth is actually dead. There's a drop in her place. So if you kill Dusk, Elizabeth dies too. It's like they're connected somehow. So what does that say about the other mushroom people?
Tied to something somehow.
Well, I don't think Dusk disappears if you kill Elizabeth.
No. Unless she does. I'll try.
Oh, you know what? I've been thinking of one, like a shooter we could do to help PJ get more into them.
Right.
And I just got an email from one that reminded me it existed, and it'd be a good way to just sort of hop into multiplayer and see how shit works. Servarium.
Never played it.
Yeah, you have. We've played it.
Have we?
Yeah, it's the one that's made by the Stalker people.
Doesn't ring a bell.
We literally played a couple matches. And you liked it, it's just we didn't play it that much.
Isn't that Russian one?
Yes.
Yeah, it has like a no player base anymore.
No, it has a huge player base though.
What? That was an attack? Okay. It just looked like they were running with their pitchforks out and nothing else. Hi, Calamite. Bye, Calamite.
That's weird. If you try and hit Calamite while he's on the bridge, it just tinks off like it's hit a wall.
Yeah, he's invincible there. Just like the Hellkite Drake when it first shows up.
The Hellkite Drake isn't invincible when he shows up on the bridge there, though.
He's not?
No, he can take damage.
Does the damage retain?
I don't know. But theoretically, if you could do enough damage to one-shot him, you probably could kill him.
That is not an attack. That is you holding up your weapon and hoping that I run into it.
Kaze?
Yeah.
I just checked to see how many people are actively playing Severium right now. 200 people are playing.
It's actually still pretty good.
The max it's ever had was 4,000.
I mean, that's higher than Hunt has right now.
Of all time, Hunt's highest is 40,000.
I thought, well, its average player base is 1,200, right?
In Hunt, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So 200 is still pretty decent.
How many times does 43 go into 8?
as many times as it wants.
Get in the van and find out.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm here, and this is Kaylin's sign. So is your sign going to be down somewhere, Tyler?
I still trying to get there.
No, okay. I just ran past everything. Only got hit a couple times.
That's what I'm doing now. I got caught up on Calamito and got killed by a guardian.
You can roll between his legs. You don't have to wait for him to go away.
Oh.
Yeah, now would be a good time to get into Servarium, because within the last few months, they finally added the PvE mode.
Oh, nice.
So it's a free-to-play PvE shooter with relatively realistic gun physics. I could go off so much about the gun physics in that game, too. That would be an entertaining stream.
Okay,
So I already started. Oh, God, I want to, because people bitch too much in that game about the shotguns.
Yes,
my sign
Tyler?
is front. My sign is in front of the fog wall.
How in front?
I mean, we're the two...
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Servarium, out of every game I've ever played, has the most realistic shotgun spread damage ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because out at 40 yards, you can one-shot a dude in the chest with a shotgun, like you should be able to. It's not like Halo, where if they're 6 feet in front of you, you can't hit them. When people bitch, shotguns are overpowered. Shotguns are real. That's what they are. Fuck off.
Okay, ready to go?
Okay, hold on. What's a quarter of 92.4? It's 46.2, 23.1. Yep, I'm good to go. What's the difference between a game man and a freezer? One's on fire. The freezer doesn't fart when you pull the meat out. That is really gross.
Oh god, he's just rolling like a player now.
He's trying to dodge all of our attacks.
Oh my god, he just ate like 3 different spells to the face. All at the same time.
He's literally just stuck.
He's just, ow, 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 god, why? What is happening to me? Oh god! Oh! Oh! Ah! Motherfucker! Yeah, I'm free! I'm free!
That was the best.
Wow.
He didn't even attack. Oh, he attacked once.
And that's why magic is overpowered in Dark Souls 1.
Yep.
He broke his poise constantly.
I was like, oh god, oh, no! Alright, can you guys help me with mine?
Hey Deus, give me a second, just let me hit the bonfire. Because if I die, I don't want to go back to the beginning. Yeah, you missed a lot today. I actually succeeded on the Duke's Archive skip on my first try. We beat Nito, Seath, did the Painted World. I got the achievements for getting all the spells in the game. All miracles, sorceries, and biomancies. All of them. And I showed off every boss weapon in the game at the beginning. But it's all recorded, so you can go back and watch it whenever. Okay. My sign's down. I need to put on a different shield.
Welcome back to stun locking Artorias. Fuck, we actually did just stun lock the shit out of him. God, that was fun.
Oh, let me take off my wolf ring and... No, of course I don't have it on me. I don't have any of the sorcery rings on me. That's fine.
Wait a second, guys.
What? What?
Just wait. You can keep going or whatever, but I have to take care of something.
Okay. The inflections like you had something to say to us.
I'm gonna try to make a rush down to the next bonfire. So I just had a thought. We don't have to actually... Me and Tyler don't have to beat the DLC. We just have to get to the bonfire after the township one.
Well, here's the thing. I wanted to show how to defeat Manus without entering his boss room.
Okay.
So I just need to get down there and activate the shortcuts. Chester might invade me. I wonder if I can just ignore him. But no, fog walls will appear. I better take out these enemies. What's the best thing about abortion jokes?
Where is this going?
They never get old.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, Deus, you kind of came at an amusing time. We're telling dead baby jokes now.
Apparently don't fuck with the Dark Sorceresses. I just got one shot from full health. So, don't fuck with them. I'm gonna put on my Ring of Fog and my Slumbering Dragon Crest ring and hope. Okay, so hearing and sight are a big part of these things aggroing. Oh, not the sorceresses, apparently. Okay, it's sight. They aggro on sight, and the Ring of Fog makes you almost invisible, so... Okay, that's cool.
What's red and sticky and in the trees?
17 dead babies.
A baby that was hit by a lawnmower.
Oh.
What's green and sticky and in the trees?
The same baby I lied about the green.
No, same baby.
jokes.
Same baby 2 weeks later.
Ugh.
Sorry, guys, about that.
Mr. Z has invaded?
You got invaded legit?
At this level?
Mr. Z's gonna be a badass.
He just shows up and he's just naked with like the maggot on his head.
Well,
I think he just yeah.
well, I'm about to go introduce him to my dark bead.
Or it's one of those lad guys from Happy Souls.
Is that what you call anal beads?
Dark bead. Dark bead.
Yeah, there he is, all the way up there. Let's go say hi to him.
Okay, there's a problem.
What?
I can't activate the shortcut.
Why?
You know, the shortcut back to the start of the area where the Sanctuary Guardian is? I can't call the elevator.
Killed him.
It won't come.
Watch.
Does anyone
Watch.
have any-
I don't know. I don't know. Are you on the right side of it?
Hold on. Let me try again. Maybe I just have to like redo the area or something.
And that is why Pursuers and Dark Beat are broken spells in PvP. I just wrecked that guy. He didn't stand a chance.
Okay, it worked that time. Weird.
See, I didn't even have to try. The spells did all the work for me.
Now I'm gonna go become human. And then you can help me with Artorias, so we can do the same thing we did with Peach.
Okay, I need to go hit the shortcut first, so I'm gonna be a bit.
Same here.
Okay, I have no reason to go. Well, no, I do need to talk to Go eventually. Not Go, Goff. So I need to go get that key.
So I just want to play Hunt with Peach at some point. That's
Play
all I
what?
wanna do. Hunt. The game me and Kaze have been
I
playing.
know, I didn't hear you at first. I thought you said Hope.
Oh, okay.
Press the key. Okay. Now I just have to get out of here.
God damn it.
What?
I ran to the bonfire. I rested at it, then I left. I forgot to make myself human. I ran back to the bonfire, broke a humanity, then ran away from the bonfire because I forgot to make myself human.
Okay. I hit the first shortcut for Ulasil.
Same here.
Okay, now going back to the bonfire to help you with Artorias.
Yes.
Artorias the Dick Walker.
No, that's Dick Wraiths. I think you're thinking of a bitch walker.
He certainly was when we just fought him.
Oh, also, I learned something interesting about Toby Fox's naming convention for Azrael in Undertale. Now, yeah, I know, you know, Asgore's bad at names, that's why it's a combination of Toriel and Asgore, yes. But another reason why his name is Azrael is because it's because of goats.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm
You're aware of that already?
Yes. It's
Yeah.
from mythology. Yeah.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. It has nothing to do with mythology. In goat keepers in real life, like people who care for goats, it's a what's the word? A tradition to name the offspring of goats a mixture of the two parents' names.
Well, there's that. And there's also a goat demon named Azrael in mythology. Of course, it's spelled differently. It's spelled
Yes.
with a Z, and it's like Azrael. Yeah.
Yes, and the angel of death or whatever
Yeah.
is also.
Yeah. What do you call an Asian kid who's bad at math?
Asian?
An orphan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Azrael is the angel of destruction and renewal in the Hebrew Bible.
yeah.
So, Kaze, you put... Up there you are. Okay. I forgot I can't see the signs as a phantom. Even though there's no reason for me not to be able to.
Okay, here we go. Oh, come on, Notorious.
Oh!
Don't worry, we got you.
Cancel.
Oh, no, you don't.
Cancel. Yeah. There we go. That's what we wanted.
Look at all these flashing effects on screen. I see blue, I see yellow, I see red.
I love it. This is my favorite fight in the game.
What's pink, 6 inches long, and makes my girlfriend cry when I put it in her mouth?
I don't know.
Well,
Her aborted fetus.
yeah, I just looked over.
Okay, well, enough of the jokes right now, okay, Pokemon Master? There's something serious I want to talk about. Oh, that didn't need to heal. It healed me after the boss, okay. So, the thing about the boss fight with Artorias is that it is the first boss in the Dark Souls series that functions the way it does. It's the start of a tradition. It's the first boss that acts really erratically, very fast, and makes you focus more on dodging and rolling than on blocking. And the bosses in the Souls games would just get more and more like that as time went on. Especially once it came to Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3. Just because they wanted the bosses to be more fast-paced and action-packed in order to be, quote, cooler. Which, a lot of those fights are cooler, but it kind of makes them unfair in some cases.
I don't think that was not their reason. It's because they are more challenging.
I mean, yeah, they are more challenging, right? Because
They needed to raise the challenge, like, because unfortunately, Dark Souls 1 set up a challenge curve like, you know, a fucking cliff. So they had to duplicate a cliff in some way to make it actually more challenging.
Well,
I was invaded by Internet Explorer.
Oh,
we just can't get rid of it, can we?
Even Microsoft has had enough of it, but it won't die.
Well, anyway, I was going to say, as far as difficulty goes, I'd say Dark Souls 1 is probably the easiest in the Soulsborne franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if they were going to, you know, appease all of the people that played Dark Souls 1 by, you know, giving them more Dark Souls, then all of those people are going to be used to the difficulty of 1. So the only way for them to provide a challenge to those people is to make each game harder than the last.
Yeah.
Which they did.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to put it this way right now. A lot of people like commend Dark Souls for being so good with its combat and being so well made. And I'm going to say this right now: it's not. Dark Souls does not have that great of a combat system. It really doesn't.
Especially not in PvP.
Right. See, that's the thing that people have to understand. Yes, it's good and it's unique and it like is amazing, like for what it tried to do, but FromSoft has never been good with combat systems ever. They've never been good with it.
I want to interject and say I'm not actually sure what you're talking about. It probably has the best combat system of any action RPG ever.
I mean, you can argue that, yes, but I'm saying that it doesn't work all the time. Yes, the use of the fatigue meter to build up combos or whatever is great, but when you get down to it, when you actually get down to what options the player has for combat, you're limited to about 3 different options in any given situation. That is, dodge out of enemy attacks, circle strafe, and you'll use magic or ranged attacks. And honestly, it doesn't give you many options for it. And even spells aren't that different. Like lightning spear, bigger lightning spear, even bigger lightning spear. You know, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, that changed in the later games, definitely.
Yes, but it never really evolved past its beginning stage. Because yes, it got better where you could attack faster. You had a few more options, but it never really evolved because the combat is still basically the same from 1, 2, and 3. It just got faster.
Yeah.
I would argue that it could have went a lot further than it did, and I don't think FromSoft really had it in them to do that.
Not without making it a completely different game. They took it to the limits of what this kind of combat system can do and still be recognizable.
Well, right, and I agree with you there. It's still recognizable as Dark Souls, right? That's what they're trying to do. Yes.
If they would have changed it, like, well, they are for
Sekiro? Yeah.
Then it would have felt very different, and that's definitely going to feel very different.
Right, and I mean, honestly, you know, I'm reminded of, again, I'm bringing up Neo here because Neo took the Souls formula and did something really, really unique with it, and added so much depth to what Dark Souls started. It's amazing how much more there is to Neo than Dark Souls.
There's only one more thing to it. It's no different otherwise.
No, it's way different. And the fact of like how you can evolve your actual playstyle through the use of like skills that you can actually grow your combos. You have different ways of like, for example, like you can do ninjutsu in Neo, and playing ninjutsu with like a Kusuragama feels completely different than playing, you know, ninja with a broadsword or a heavy hammer. And you can do a heavy hammer that focuses entirely on countering. You can do a heavy hammer that is strictly focused on strength. You can't do that kind of stuff in Dark Souls.
You can, though.
Not in the same way.
In the same way. The only thing that Neo added that was different was the ability to quickly regen all of your stamina, so you never had to stop.
And again, I don't even play the game like that. So I didn't. So I'm not talking about completely ignoring that because I never really used it.
Like, because the ninjutsus are just, I mean, they're sorcery. They're advanced sorcery.
That function a lot better than sorceries do, in my opinion.
I mean, I suppose since they're not strictly coming from a catalyst, I guess.
Because one of the biggest problems with Dark Souls magic is the fact that a lot of spells are so useless when you get into a PvP situation. But it's better in Neo because you can hold a lot of your skills. Like, if you could like take Lightning Spear, right, and just hold it for as long as you wanted in the air before you released it, that would basically change the entire way spells worked in PvP. And I would love if they would have done that, but they never did that. You know, so spells still kind of remain so useless in that regard. So I give props to Neo for that, among other things, of course.
Anyway, Pokemaster, invaders can be blue or red. I mean, the one that just invaded me was blue. Anyway, I should have everything that I need to do this. Just need to clear out the area of enemies.
Yeah, I just looked through all the ninjutsu, Tyler.
Yeah.
With the exception of a few, they're all just variations of stuff you can do in Dark Souls and Sorcery. Or Pyromancy, or Miracles. The few being that there are some that make you able to hold more elixirs or health items. Or that increase damage specifically with one weapon type.
Well, I mean...
But otherwise, you have Shuriken, which... Yeah, throwing knives in this game.
Yes, but you can also augment your throwing knives different ways in Neo without having to use... Because you could use... When in Neo, since you can set those as actual abilities on your hotbar, and they can recharge at bonfires, they act sort of like spells in and of themselves, which is cool.
I'm just saying, it's like, functionally... Like, if you're speaking strictly from a how you would use this standpoint, they're no different from items or... very easy use spells in Dark Souls. Neo really is just Dark Souls but fast paced. That's really about it. The fast paced thing makes it a lot better for some people, like Nerd Cubed in particular. He likes Neo, but he doesn't like Dark Souls because Dark Souls feels so much slower. But he loves Bloodborne, despite the fact that he is terrified of spiders, and spiders play a rather prominent role.
Yeah,
Bloodborne.
Well, again, Souls has always been building towards being quicker and quicker. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
I've just always felt that the way the mechanics worked in Neo were just so much better overall than Souls did. Because when I played through Souls, yes, as I'm playing through Souls, I still love Souls. When I play through it, I don't feel like I have the sort of freedom I did when I played Neo, though. Because in Neo, I felt like I always had all these different options at my disposal, and I knew at any given time, like being a wizard in Neo does not translate to being a wizard like in Dark Souls. Because if you're in Dark Souls and you're a wizard, you're going to be casting sorceries. That's all you can really do. And you have these very specific sorceries that are just gradual upgrades of the same thing. But you don't have to work that kind of way in Neo, since there's a few more little options that can extend that.
No, not because they are the same way. Like, they're not the same spells, but it's the same thing where it's like, okay, you have okay, shuriken. Okay, now you can have a shuriken shooter that shoots them faster. Okay,
right.
Now it's an elemental shuriken. It's the same thing. It's like, oh, soul arrow, great soul arrow, spear, soul spear.
But you can't take your soul arrow and make it fire, or take your soul arrow and make it a different element. You can't make soul arrow. You can't give yourself more cast of soul arrow without equipping more soul arrows. That's what I'm saying.
Like, can you get more shurikens? Because it just says that it lets you ready 7 shurikens, and that's it.
You can further increase it through the use of other skills to give you more. Because there's also items that can give you more as well when you rehost the bonfires. Or even like preparing things like invisibility scrolls, or what else is there? Like, because there's invisibility scrolls, there's bomb scrolls, or like the resurrection scroll things that you turn to a block of wood so that when you get killed you can resurrect with 1 HP or whatever, stuff like that. And like having those all tied to your item bar as opposed to your actual equipment screen was really clever to me. I really like the way they did that.
It's a different way to approach the exact same solutions.
Right.
Because they're the same things. It's the same concept. They just do it slightly different. But it's still functionally the exact same thing.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's fine. I mean, that's not entirely incorrect.
But that's the point I'm trying to make. You're saying that like it did it so much better and so differently, but it really didn't.
Well, you still are agreeing with me that it was different.
Not in any way that matters.
I mean, I don't know, man.
The way it actually accomplishes the things aren't different in a way that makes it like so much better. It's a different way to do the exact same thing. If they did completely different things, that would be a thing. That would be like, okay, I could see why this is better. But it's like the one aspect of it that makes it easier is, since ninjutsu doesn't affect your ki use, it kind of works with any build. So anyone can use ninjutsu compared to just being a sorcerer. But at the same time, in Dark Souls, when I'm actually up close and fighting something, I'm normally using my melee weapons anyway because I have the stats for it now. And you get that way in Neo much faster because diminishing returns hit really early in their levels. Like I've looked it up. You get diminishing returns on dexterity at 15.
True. Well, that's because leveling in general is so much quicker, and you have so many more stats to allocate to.
Yeah. Well, no, you have a lot. I think you have more in most Souls games, don't you?
Hey, could one of you do me a favor?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can you look up to see how much HP Manus has in New Game Plus?
I mean, if we look at other Souls, like, at the same time, though, like,
10,000.
Oh, 10,000, okay.
Just 10,000?
Yeah.
How much does he have in New Game regular?
6,600.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
it's 10,400, so it's...
Okay, so this is gonna take 400 arrows.
Oh, that's what you've been doing? Oh my god.
It took me a while to get the angle right, but yeah, I'm doing it.
But if we look at other Souls-likes that have been released also, such as Lords of the Fallen or The Surge. What?
Neo and the first Dark Souls have the exact same number of stats.
No, I thought they had more stats in Neo. My apologies. I was wrong about that then. I'm sorry.
They have stats that in English sound redundant because they have skill and dexterity.
Right.
Those are normally interchangeable.
Mm-hmm. It's just so weird the way I feel about Neo though, because I look at Neo and I'm like, it just feels so much better than Dark Souls to me. But I still would prefer to be playing Dark Souls in most situations. It's weird. Like I recognize like how much I like the way it operates and what it does, but I still don't recognize it as being more fun to play than Dark Souls.
There is something I will say that they did very different in Neo.
Yeah.
And that's they made every stat scale some weapons.
Right.
Yeah. I think katanas scale off of your body, which is your hit points.
Well, the one thing I also want to say that Neo did that I really, really like is how weapons in general operate a lot more like combos in a fighting game than the way they are in Dark Souls. I do like that too. Like, you take the Kusarigama, for example, which I use for a majority of my playthrough. You can, like, do back plus attack to, like, pull enemies towards you. Forward plus attack to push them away. You do heavy, heavy, light, light, heavy, mix them together, do different stuff. I mean, stuff like that, those kind of combos don't exist in Dark Souls at all.
Yeah.
Instead, you get 4 attacks per weapon on average, and that's about all you ever get.
Pokemaster, if you want to post more jokes, you can, but I think Kaze and Tyler are going to be talking about this for a long time.
Oh no, I'm running out of steam on it because I've sort of made my point about it.
You did, yeah.
Like it does things differently, but I don't think that means it's doing them better. It might mean that you enjoy them in certain ways more, which I can fully understand.
Yes.
The use of the word "better" was what sort of triggered that all.
Then just for the sake of this conversation, it's personal preference for me.
It is. Yeah.
There we go. Is that better?
Yeah, and like I'll say, Dark Souls 3 I think has the tightest controls of any of the Soulsborns, but I still prefer playing Bloodborne to Dark Souls 3 just because it's a little bit quicker, and I'm more used to that speed now.
Now
Bloodborne's like really mellow to me.
The only reason I prefer Bloodborne over Dark Souls 3 is because by the time Dark Souls 3 came out, and by the time I was playing it, honestly, I was kind of burnt out of Dark Souls.
Yeah.
That's just the truth of it.
That's the same way people felt about Dark Souls 2, though. It just came out too soon after the previous one.
I didn't have a problem with Dark Souls 2.
It came out further away. Because it was a 3-year gap between Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2.
Not for me playing it.
Well, you're saying that's how people felt.
Well, that is how a lot of people felt, though. That's how Yahtzee felt.
I mean, but that confuses me, because, again, it was a 3-year gap.
But a lot of people didn't play it until the Prepare to Die edition came out, which was 1 or 2 years later.
PC players, yes. The console players, it was insanely popular on console already.
Right.
It was it was a bestseller within like 3 months, I think.
Well, Dark Souls 2 was also a bestseller, but people didn't receive it as well.
I'm just saying, most of the player base was console. People didn't receive Dark Souls 2 well because they were burnt out. People didn't receive Dark Souls 2 well because it was not very good.
What do you mean?
Comparative. The experience of Dark Souls 1 compared to the experience of Dark Souls 2 was really different, and it wasn't quite as satisfying. Because they changed the way the levels designed work. They made early game really, really limiting. And it opens up pretty quick once you get into it. But it makes those first parts, like, not feel hard because they take skill, but hard because you're limited only by your stats, not by your skill.
And I want to say myself here, regardless of how you, me, and Kaze feel about Dark Souls 2, because I know we're all fans of the game, we have to speak from the general consensus, which is that Dark Souls 2 is not that great of a Dark Souls game.
Yeah.
That's what we have to speak about, is just general consensus.
And I'll criticize it left and right and say that, like, it's not a very good Soulsborne. I still like playing it. I still enjoy the hell out of Dark Souls 2. I just think it's probably the one I enjoy least, tied with Demon Souls.
Precisely.
Because for me, it's like Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2, or no, Dark Souls 1, then Dark Souls 2 and Demon Souls are tied for probably last place.
What don't you like about Demon Souls?
Kind of everything. Like, for the most part, magic is useless.
You keep saying that, and we told you that's not true.
There's one spell.
Oh, okay, but there's more to it than that.
Just can we? How about we continue on with what you're saying, Kaze?
Yeah, for like compared to Dark Souls, I feel magic is basically worthless. I don't think they really had their storytelling up to par yet.
Oh, no, the storytelling wasn't that great in Demon Souls, but there was still some hidden lore and Easter eggs about the story and whatnot.
Oh yeah, like, it had some of it there. It had some of that formula that made the first Dark Souls the masterpiece it was. It was their proof of concept, and they nailed it with the next game. But it was still a proof of concept, and it wasn't as strong. Not by a long shot. The actual gameplay just felt a lot less satisfying. The goddamn inventory weight system was fucking annoying.
Well, it was the first game, and I guess they were just trying to make it as much like an RPG as possible, because you have inventory weight in tabletop RPGs.
Yeah, it's just a lot of people ignore it.
Oh, I guess they figured that it would be realistic if there was only a limited number of items you could carry on you.
Well,
it's a huge amount of micromanaging.
Okay.
In ways that aren't pleasant.
It could be pleasant to certain people. Like the fact that Demon Souls is so different from the rest of the series in that way, it might be one of the reasons why some people like Demon Souls above the other ones. In the same way that we like Dark Souls, because it is a little bit further away from that, right?
Maybe. I will say, I think it's a good evolution. Yahtzee is a good study for like the evolution of how the changes in Dark Souls made it much more palatable to people. Because he fucking bagged on Demon Souls in his review. He hated that game.
Well, here's the biggest problem with Demon Souls, right? I mean, the series from the beginning has always been sort of cryptic, and things aren't very well explained to the player or whatever. But Dark Souls was the first one where it kind of felt like everyone was working together towards that goal. You know?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Isn't that just because more people were playing it, though?
But Peach, that doesn't matter. That's true. That's a very true statement. But that doesn't change the fact that that's what happened. History is history. That's how it worked out. Could Demon Souls have been a more social experience if it was released nowadays? Yes, of course it would. But it undoubtedly happened that way.
It's things like that, though, that make me believe that a huge part of success is just luck.
Well,
it is
100% true.
Like 99% of success is luck.
I would say it's more like 85, but yeah, it's pretty close to that. Yeah. Because there's some things that you can't have control over or can't know the future of.
God damn, are you sure he only had 10,000 hit points?
10,400.
Can you even see his health bar?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I do about 20 or 25 damage to him with each shot. Not sure why it's changing back and forth between the two.
It might be based on where his head is in the animation.
Yeah, probably. I do 25, then 20, then 20, then 25. Pedophiles are F-King immature a-holes.
What?
The last three messages together. Yep, okay. Are you just trying to get around YouTube's auto-censor?
Yeah. Matt is ready, so I gotta go pick him up. Today's Friday, though, so I gotta wait for Stu as well. So I won't be back till like 9 or 9:30, and the stream will probably be done by then, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Well, you guys want to talk after I get back?
Probably.
We can.
Okay. I will see you guys once I'm back then.
Okay, man, this is taking a long time. It probably takes a lot less time in New Game.
I agree.
Now, I'm using a longbow plus 15 with heavy arrows, and this is all the damage I'm doing.
That's another complaint about Dark Souls. I mean, bows really needed a buff. Hardcore.
Oh, bows were great in Dark Souls too. Remember my bow character?
I don't.
I used the black bow with my Zhao cosplay, and I just used poison arrows and everything.
I mean, it's still probably a lot slower than using some other more higher attack builds.
It helped me a lot with bosses. I mean, yeah, it's slower, but it's effective. I can fight enemies from a range, I can poison them, and drains their health over time. And if I needed melee weapons, I used claws to imitate her, cat claws. Which I also applied poison to.
I hope that at one point we do get a Soulsborne game that is a little more action. Like, I know Souls is already an action game. I get that, but I want to see some more stuff taken from like character action games, spliced in with the Souls formula. I would like to see more of that.
You know what I would like to see more of instead?
What?
A Dark Souls JRPG made by FromSoft.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Uses all the same stats and equipment and rules as before, only it's a turn-based game.
I don't know about that.
It could totally work.
I didn't say it couldn't work. I just don't really see what the point of it would be. I mean, other than just for it to do it, I don't really see any other reason.
Well, the thing about Dark Souls is that a lot of its gameplay comes from just being able to dodge enemy attacks all the time. If you couldn't dodge enemy attacks, there'd be totally different strategies involved. People would
they would just make a system that utilized dodging in its combat, like in the turn-based side.
Why would they have to?
Well, to make it feel like Dark Souls.
It can feel like Dark Souls without having to dodge all the time.
Well, yeah, I mean, I agree with you on that. Because I think a lot of people have to start understanding that Dark Souls isn't just combat. Because everyone seems to think that for some reason.
Well, it is primarily combat-focused.
Well, I think a majority of the feeling of Dark Souls, though, doesn't come from its combat. I think the majority of its feeling comes from the world that you inhabit in, the stuff you explore, the item descriptions you read, the characters you meet. That's 1,000 times more Dark Souls to me than just the way the game plays.
Well, wouldn't that stuff be explored even better in JRPG format?
Well, that's what I'm saying, yes. That would be the reason I'd want to see a turn-based version of Dark Souls, is to explore that even more so. And so, yeah, I'll agree with you there, yes.
And you could have NPC allies like Solaire and Lautrec, or just new characters.
Right.
It wouldn't be anything like that one crappy RPG Maker 1 version of Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Why did Sally fall off the swing? Because you shoved her off? Because she had no arms. That was not that funny.
No.
Knock knock, not Sally.
Nope. It's getting hot in here for some reason.
Okay, well he's almost dead. So his last couple pixels of health. Oh jeez. I think I've gone through over 400 arrows. But that makes sense since I only do 20 damage to him sometimes.
Right.
So I'm doing 10% less damage half the time. No, I'm doing 20% less damage half the time, and doing an overall 10% less damage. I need 10%. Oh, I killed him. Killed him without entering the boss room, just like the Capra Demon.
Do you remember when I was telling you about that game, Octopath Traveler? Remember that?
Yes.
Yes. I played the demo for that, actually, just a night or two ago. Wow. I don't like it. Like at all.
Oh.
What?
Manus's health bar appeared when I entered the boss room.
Oh.
And Dusk is here.
Oh. Okay.
Did I bug the game again?
Maybe you did.
Can I even kill her when she's here? Yes, I can. I killed her twice.
What the hell?
Okay, then.
But what I wanted to say, one of the things about it that really upsets me, remember how you had that complaint before in Skies of Arcadia about how sometimes when characters talk, they just they say like one word, and then you have to read the rest of the dialogue out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine that, but it happens with every single dialogue box in the game.
Unlimited Saga did the same thing.
Yeah, but...
You were comparing it to Unlimited Saga before.
Remember? I was, but Unlimited... No, did they have different single words for every single text box in Unlimited Saga? Or did characters just...
Some of them were unique to specific scenes.
Okay, because it's weird in Octopath, it really is, because they have different individual lines for each individual text box, but they don't fully read them out, which I don't...
Unlimited Saga did that too. In fact, there are a lot of games that do that. In fact, fucking Hiragana Battle, no, it was it Katakana? One of the Learn Japanese to Survive games did that. It wasn't the first one, it was the second one. It had that thing where some of the stuff would be voiced. Sometimes they would just say a random word or phrase when it was their turn to talk. It was so goddamn fucking annoying. And there are other games where they'll read the first sentence of their dialogue box, but not the rest of it.
Right, and I couldn't get into that. Like, I could stand it in Unlimited Saga, but in there, it just really got on my nerves, like, immediately. I don't know. I mean, maybe the game is pretty good, but considering that the demo gives you 3 hours to play, and I was sitting there for over an hour and a half, and I hadn't even finished, like, this opening series of cutscenes yet, I just couldn't stand it. Like, that just was not my thing at all. A game should not go on for like an hour and a half with you doing practically nothing. You should be doing just something at that point. Something. I mean, yes, Xenosaga did that, and I do like Xenosaga, but that's an exception. Sometimes it feels good for me, sometimes it doesn't.
Well, that's not really going to do the developers much good if you can't specify what the problem is.
Well, the biggest... see, the thing is, though, the problem, right? I know the problem is only me. That's why I can't say it, because it would be so much better if the story going on that was presented to me was interesting in any way. But the game starts up, you're some girl in a hunting tribe, and your father leaves to go hunt this beast without you. And then it just skips ahead like a year, and you're just sitting there, and you're taking over this big role in the town or whatever. And I'm just sitting there like bored out of my fucking mind. Like, nothing about that was interesting. None of the characters grasped me in any way. So it's completely personalized, you know? Something needs to grab me. So I need to attach to something. So what is it? What's there? There was nothing there for me to attach to, you know? Like any game, for example. You can probably pick any random game you wanted. You can probably tell me what grasped you when you first picked it up and started playing it, you know? And I can't do that for Octopath Traveler. Nothing grabbed me. Does that make any sort of sense?
I don't know. I mean, isn't it possible for a game to grab you past the intro?
Yes, but the thing is, it's important to get it there at some point early on, because if it doesn't, then your chances of continuing on are lessened.
Isn't it going to grab you at a different place per person?
Well, right, of course. Well, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, again, not every single thing in the world is made for everyone. So, again, I'm not going to say that... That's why I never said the game was bad, because I have no idea if it is. I just didn't like what I saw.
Alright, give me a second.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to Kiaran. Last time, we killed her right away and just took all of her stuff. This time, we're going to do as she asks.
You?
Okay.
Is that not the soul of the man who fell on this spot? He was a dear friend. I wish to pay proper respect with that soul. Would you be willing to part with it?
And yes.
Thank you. You are very kind. Please take this. I no longer need it.
And she gives you her weapons, but not her clothes. And if you kill her, you won't get the Soul of Artorias back. So, really, it's best saved for New Game Plus, actually saying yes. Since you already have the one Soul of Artorias to make the Abyss Greatsword with, and then after that, you don't need any more Swords of Artorias. But at the same time, you also don't need more Dark Silver Gold Tracers. So you don't even have to talk to her, really.
May the Lord guide thee.
Alright, that's that. Okay, so we killed Manus with arrows. Now, I'm not 100% certain how to kill Calamite with arrows. I've never done it before. I don't know what the method is. I might not do it in today's stream.
Yeah, you don't have to. I mean, we're getting pretty late already, aren't we? I was only here for a little bit, though.
No, we're almost at 4 hours.
Yes, that means next stream would basically be the end of New Game Plus, right?
Next stream is probably going to be the end of this entire series.
Right.
Probably.
And anything past that would be you just messing around, basically.
I mean, I still have to get the upgrade achievements, so I need to prepare for that. Just get all of the ascended weapons, like to weapon level 14, and then finish them all off on stream.
And if you want to do that for me, you can do that too. Although I'll do it myself eventually anyway. We'll see.
Couldn't I just get my weapons to plus 14, or weapon level 14, and then just dupe them for you?
Oh yeah, you could. Totally.
That'd be much faster.
Right.
Okay, so the way I think you do this is when you get down here, you immediately run over to this treasure chest. Over here in the corner that contains a Titanite slab. And in this spot, Calamite's attack shouldn't be able to hurt me. Nope, they killed me.
Oh.
Well, there's a spot somewhere down here that's completely safe. And you gotta find it. You gotta find it. And then shoot him with arrows from there.
Well, how long in total did this entire series take, though?
In total?
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you my hours with this character.
Yeah, that'd probably be,
I mean, I did a lot of stuff off screen, namely farming and duping and stuff.
Mine might be actually closer to the time then.
Let's see. 99 hours.
Okay. 99 hours, huh?
Yep.
Am I at 78? I think I'm at 78 hours. I'll check.
Yeah, and after you've given the Soul of Artorias to Kiaran, she leaves the next time you reload the area. So, when you see her, you better make the decision whether or not you want to kill her. Otherwise, you will lose your chance. Of course, if you're gonna kill her, there's no point in giving her the soul. Honestly, the only reason that you shouldn't kill her, mechanically speaking, is if you never want to get invaded by blue phantoms. You want to have 0 sins.
Yeah.
And also don't want to pay for absolution.
81 hours is what I was on. Alright, well, I'm done then, myself. Close the Dark Souls. I mean, are you going to do anything else, or...?
I'm just trying to find the spot in Calamede's boss arena where he can't hit you.
Okay.
Do you happen to know what kind of damage his breath does?
I assume it's fire, but I'll check. Calendar. Let's see what it says.
Give a man a fish, feed him for a day. Give a man a poisonous fish, feed him for a lifetime.
That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good.
Okay, well there's this corner. I doubt it would reach all the way over here.
These wikis never have enough information. I mean, I know how much health he has. Actually, wait, what? No. Hold on. Forget I said anything.
How do I actually make him come out?
I mean, it's referred to as Breath of Fire. So I assume that it is fire damage.
Going, Pokemaster? Okay. I'm almost done here myself. Up there he is. Jeez, all the way over here? Alright, I'm going to have to look up how to do it between streams and prepare for it for next time.
Did I ever mention to you about how Calamite is also a reference to Kingsfield as well?
I think you did a long time ago, but not recently.
Yeah, he looks very, very similar to the Black Dragon Gyra from Kingsfield 2. No, 3. Kingsfield 3. So, just that's another thing that's just a big reference to it.
Okay, well, this is the end of today's stream. Thank you everybody for coming in. Thank you to, I think it was Handy Baggy. I don't remember your name. The person who subscribed to me on Twitch. So,
nice.
Thank you. Bye, Deus. Bye, Pokemaster. Thanks everyone for coming in.
Bye, guys.
Yep. Next time we're gonna stream this game. What is it gonna be? Sunday?
It's gonna have to be Sunday. That's probably gonna be the end. Yeah.
Yeah, Sunday. It might be the last episode. Should. Can't think of any reason why it would take longer than that.
Right.
Although we probably should still go kill some of the last bosses. Like Priscilla and Gwendolyn. Maybe kill the Hellkite Drake in New Game Plus. Just a lot of boss stuff. And I only have 2 NPCs that I want to kill that I didn't kill last time. Rickard and the Female Merchant. Oh, and the Taurus Demon. Gotta save him for absolute last next to Gwen. Yeah, but there's still a lot to do. But Sunday, most likely, is going to be the last 3P Dark Souls Remastered episode.
Right.
But it won't be the end of Dark Souls. I'm still going to stream myself just playing it in my own time, because I love this game and I play it all the time anyway. Yeah, and tomorrow is going to be 2P Spyro 3 again.
Yay.
Yeah, so look forward to that. That'll be starting at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yep, so bye everybody. See you tomorrow.
Bye.